Show. Studio smelling great right now in here. Today is apparently
You're welcome.
International or National Pancake Day. Not exactly sure.
Is it Pancake Day?
I thought so. I don't know.
I thought it was International Snack Day.
Jake, we have a special treat for you if you want to come into the main studio now. And I recommend everyone check out the YouTube right now, Klein Alley Show, the KROQ YouTube.
Because Jake is birthing a bird.
Jake is, I know that everyone's all bummed out if they missed the birth of the Eagles up in Big Bear. And I get it. You feel like you missed out. Oh, okay, fine. But we've got a live cam that will be going on. Look at this, Jake, what we've set up for you right here. This is a 10 stack of pancakes.
Oh, wow.
And you have to sit in that chair until they're all gone.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Courtesy of IHOP.
Yeah, look at that. Our friends at IHOP.
Thanks, IHOP.
Just for the, I know you love, you'll eat it. That's your big thing. You got a lot of different.
I eat it.
So you can just sit in that chair and get comfortable and start eating.
Cancel out the smell.
You think you can, the studio does smell worse now. It smelled great, and now Jake came in, and now it smells. Do you think you can finish all those?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
A 10 stack?
No, I had toast this morning.
Oh, man. What? Jesus.
I had 3 pieces of toast. I had a lot of carbs already.
Fancy carbs.
So that's what you had for breakfast was 3 pieces of toast?
And butter.
Isn't that so much better? Look at you now.
Yeah, I should have.
Look at Jake with his
I love how he's like, I can't do it, and he's already spreading a bubble.
He's already digging in.
Just put a ton of syrup on it. It'll go down smooth.
Sure.
Yeah, syrup's like the KY jelly of the breakfast world, dude. It'll slide right down any hole.
And Johnny got you different flavors. There's blueberry syrup, strawberry, and regular.
Look at that. That's a 10 stacker. I bet you can do it, Jake.
I can't do it.
You can eat it. You always say, I eat it.
So fluffy,
I know. Like, I'm not even a pancake person. I was like, damn.
Man, I'm getting hungry looking at the stream.
This is a lot.
Well,
I'm going to have to
shut up and eat
all day.
Yes, just start eating, Jake. We're going to take some calls now.
I'll take this home. I'll eat this for like 3 days straight.
No, you won't. You're going to eat it all right now. It's a 10 stacker. All right, let's say hi to a lot of people on the phone that want to talk about side hustles that they started and then failed at miserably. And I get it. You look at TikTok now, it looks like everyone is super successful. Hey, guys, want to make a lot of money? Go to Amazon. Go buy stuff that's on the discount rack.
Oh, be an Amazon reviewer? Yeah. I was looking into that, too.
Right. Everyone's made a ton of money. Last month alone, they show some graph. Last month alone, I made $80,000.
Yeah, and you know what? There are a lot of side hustles that are lucrative for you, but there are also a lot of fail stories. If you had a side hustle and then it failed miserably, I would like to hear your story because I feel like we don't focus on any of those.
No, you never hear those stories, unfortunately. Oliver, what happened to you? What was your side hustle fail? Someone's going to get some tickets to see the Kings against the Rangers at Crypto. What's up, Oliver?
I used to travel around Southern California and take sports photos.
And this was a side hustle job, not a real job.
Yeah, it was side hustle.
So the plan was you would go take pictures of other people's kids playing sports, and then you would try to, sell them the pictures?
Yeah, I tried. I had a website, but it was hard to put a watermark.
You know, we had a guy doing this, and he got banned from our softball league because we're like, who is this creep taking pictures of our kids?
Yeah, I can see why you would.
You don't sound creepy.
Yeah. Not against you, Oliver, but I could see why you would think someone probably said this to you. Look, everyone's going to buy pictures of their own kids playing sports. Just go there and start taking them, and then sell them afterwards.
And as they're putting you in the cop car, you go, it's a side hustle. It's a side hustle.
How much money?
I'm going to sell them back to you.
How much money did you lose in total, Oliver?
I don't even want to think about it because it's all my gas. I print out the photos, the software to use the website and edit the photos. So net thousands.
I wonder how I'd feel
like
if
a toddler playing soccer.
Right, someone came up to me and they're like, "By the way, here's some pictures of your kids playing soccer from last week. I printed them out. Would you like to buy them now?"
I would punch you in the face.
I think I'd have to buy them just to make sure that creep didn't have them anymore.
Yeah,
but,
totally.
All right, that sounds something.
310 said, I used to work at a bagel place, and I decided to start my own side hustle of van detailing in North Hollywood. I would 3D print eyeballs for people's vans and call it Van Eyes for Van Nuys, and it never worked.
It's too bad. What a great pun they had. Shane, what was your side hustle?
So I love coffee, so I did drop ship coffee, designed a website, sold it to my friends and family, and it was not very good. So I couldn't even get repeat customers from my friends and family. And I thought it was a great angle I had. 10% of the profits, I was going to buy bikes for kids.
God, back to the kids, huh?
Bikes for kids. So I can take a picture. There he is pedaling.
And after about 6 months, I think I was able to afford half a bike seat for somebody.
So why did the beans suck so bad? Like, where were you getting them?
There's a drop ship company in Temecula, and I guess my fault was that I didn't try it before I branded it and sold it. So that failed miserably.
In your brain, you probably saw someone else that did something similar, right? And they said that they're crushing it, and so you said to yourself, "Oh, this would be an easy way to make a couple $5,000 a month or something," right?
I was going for at least 5,000.
Yeah. And then
a coffee drinker.
In total, how much did you make and or lose during this side hustle?
Oh, I spent more money hosting the website than I made.
I hear you. All right. Well,
by the way, is Jake eating or not? What the hell's happening here?
He is.
Jake
he's been cutting for a long time.
He's just cutting
I'm on,
and putting.
I ate the first two. I'm on 3 or 4 right now.
He's on pancake number 4 right now, 3 and 4, and he's doing a good job so far. He's done no dent in his tummy.
He's doing like a Joey Chestnut approach, where it's like, let me cut everything and dress it up first, and then I'll slide it all down.
If you're not yet checking out the stream, I recommend you watch a grown ass man put down a stack of 10 pancakes. It's pretty incredible. Nick, what was your side hustle fail? What happened?
I was a gigolo for 2 outings.
You got
a good time.
You got legitimately paid to? Was it full on all the way, or was it just kind of company and conversation?
Well, the reason it failed was the first time was great. The first time was awesome, worked out great. The second time, there was a lack of motivation, and I was unable to get up for the challenge, if you will.
And then you quit. You're like, I can't perform under pressure. I'm not a good gigolo.
Yeah, word gets out, and all of a sudden the phone stops ringing.
Well, that is the most important part of being a gigolo, is that piece.
That is a very important part of it, yeah. I would imagine that's not good when the word
But I
gets
can't
out.
imagine he lost any money on that, right?
Yeah, I mean, how much you get paid?
Yeah, there's no price on your reputation, though. I mean, come on.
That's a good point. His reputation is forever dirty.
And somebody
now.
has to tell the story of, I hired a male prostitute.
I hired Nick, the soft gigolo.
Exactly.
It's a
and
terrible
nothing
story.
happened.
I'm so thirsty.
All right. Julio, what was your side hustle that you did not make money in?
I invested in pie wine.
All right, let's not bring
for real?
Let's not bring pie wine into
How much
this.
did you invest, Julio?
No, we haven't taken in any outside investors, so he's lying.
3. Yeah, just through the Star Engine.
Oh yeah, well
How much did you invest?
Are you one of those people that got ripped off?
Bucks.
no one got
$300.
ripped off. Did you ever?
Yeah, it was a big scam, right, Julio?
No one ever took that money. You got that money
Well, they
back,
were
didn't
empty
you?
cans, right?
They were not empty cans. What are you talking about?
They were cans of water, weren't
Oh
they?
well, no, that was for proof of concept before we actually had the money to like do a full
Sounds
run.
like a scam to me.
It's not a scam. We didn't take in any outside money yet. Actually,
Invested $300 in cans
Sorry,
of water.
Julio.
Julio, you'll have your chance soon. A big investment
You'll
round
have
is
your
coming up.
chance soon. It's what every scammer says.
Lido on KROQ. What side hustle was a giant fail for you?
Thanks for Vito.
Can't say that. Oh, sorry, Vito. It says Lido here, but I'll take the heat on that. What's up?
Yeah, I was selling weed and coke, and I scraped up some cash and got like $500 worth of rocks. Go to work, and then my girlfriend and my brother smoked it all up by the time I got home.
That's terrible.
Yeah, Klein and I both had failed weed side hustles
Terrible.
as well.
That was really bad. You don't take into account all of the weeds you think you're going to smoke yourself.
Yeah.
No one does the math properly. Jake is starting to slow down.
I had
by
a
the way.
very lucrative career selling ecstasy at KROQ.
You did?
Oh yeah, about 20 years ago. It was awesome.
How much were you making?
Oh,
Hundreds?
I was making. Oh, dude, no, we're talking in the thousands.
Thousands.
Oh yeah, probably 1,000 easy every couple of weeks. Yeah.
Every couple of weeks? How much
Yeah, every
ecstasy
couple
was
of weeks.
everyone
That's why-
doing?
Oh my God! Back in the dude, it was a party.
That's why Omar has 15 houses right now, because he was all ecstasy money.
They were very simple,
Klein Alley Show.
and they were mean
Mornings on KROQ.
and also joyful.
Klein Alley Show.
Fun to listen to.
KROQ. KROQ.
guys, good morning. I just wanted to wish you guys a happy Wednesday.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah, good morning. Welcome to KROQ. And how the hell goes it? We are Klein Alley Show. It's going to be a decent one on this Wednesday morning for a few reasons. Primarily, we will not be doing another round of Tone Deaf for Deftones.
Oh, come on.
I know. Well, the band is finally here, and they start their shows tonight. So as a result, we don't need to do any more singing. They'll do the singing, which is please.
Come on. Please.
Well, I have a fun idea, babe.
Me too.
Maybe just stay inside. For people that didn't hear the segment in its entirety, don't feel too left out. I mean, there's this guy.
Hey, guys. I usually listen to you at work, but I'm on vacation this week, and I just seen the notification for Tone Deaf for Deftones. So I don't know what you guys are up to this week, but I can't wait to catch up. Sweet that
He doesn't even know what he has in store for him. Meanwhile, this woman said that we had the power through that terrible, terrible segment to change her entire outlook on the day.
Hey, guys. I'm just calling to ask if you can please make that Deftones segment a regular thing. I had an awful day at work. So I got into my car and I re-listened to Vanessa's segment and Klein's new segment, and it made my day, and I had so much joy, and it was amazing. Can you guys do that regularly, please?
Yeah, Vanessa's was so bad that I think AI just deleted it from everything.
We cannot find her files anywhere.
I know. I even looked in the deleted files and I couldn't find it.
What? It's just gone?
I looked in other folders and box, could not find it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep searching.
It's unbelievable, but the files, I think Omar's right, they self-destructed. They were so terrible.
Even the computer system was like, I can't do this. The computer system was like, please.
So we don't even know where her songs are. So
but we have Klein's.
I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. Here's Santa Monica, I swear it's calling me. Won't make my mama proud. It's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl. I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club, oh mama. Great.
Klein, tell us when you told us all afterwards that you thought you were, did you think you were doing when you were singing that?
I thought I was exactly how that person did it.
He was like, I don't think they'll be able to tell the difference.
Yeah. I didn't listen
That's the funniest part.
I didn't listen to my version of it until you played it on the air, live. But in my head, as I was doing it, I actually had a moment where I said, I don't know if they'll think this is me.
Vanessa said the exact same thing.
I know.
Yeah.
But that's what being tone deaf is
Right.
you really think that you're singing the right notes, and then even when you listen back, I don't think you can hear how, well, I don't want to say bad, but special it really is.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's special.
Get into the show right now with an actual band that should be
I'm
singing.
having wicked
dreams. No, it's not. It's Green Day. you'd like $100 of easy money, now would be a great time to get on the phones at KROQ. You have the phone number here, 800-520-1067. Lots of ways to get involved in the show. You can listen. We appreciate that, as always. You can watch us. We're streaming on YouTube right now. Go ahead and check us out there. Apparently, there was some sort of a Net Bangers hang that happened over the weekend. I didn't know this. An unofficial, unsanctioned show hang with all of the people that hang out on the YouTube chat during the show as well.
Did they call it net hangers?
I don't know if they called it that. Someone from the show, I think Justin, who does the live video on YouTube, he actually went to the event, which I think was in Anaheim. I was unaware it even existed. I may have gone, to be honest. I didn't even know until after the fact.
I may have gone.
Right. What are you doing?
I may have driven to Anaheim.
There's no way I was
going to
go. But I wish I had known about it ahead of time.
I would say I would not have gone.
Definitely not have gone. But it would have been nice to have known before it happened.
No, it would have been nice to have known.
Yeah, it just
so we could send Jake there.
After the fact, yeah, it would have been great. Yeah, I'm so upset that we couldn't have sent Jake there on our behalf. Well, anyway, we'll get to some of that a little bit later in the show today. Petty claims court, relationship hangs in the balance. I believe today it's coworkers battling each other about stolen lunches. So that'll be coming up a little bit later this morning in the show. And as always, we'll get you tickets to see the Kings and tickets to see the Offspring here and potentially once again in Barcelona, Spain. So there you go. All that is happening later this morning on the show.
And more tone deaf, right?
No more tone deaf. We don't have any more Deftones tickets. I wish we did.
Doesn't matter.
I don't think that, I don't think it matters.
Maria, show me some of that Spanish dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Pass me a bottle, Mr. Jones.
Woo!
Believe in me. Help me believe in anything. Because I want someone who believes.
Yeah. Come on, jazz hand.
And there were a lot of requests for a Klein Vanessa duet, and I don't know why we're not doing a summer lovin'.
Yeah, like
Had me a
All right, everyone just calm down. Everyone just calm down.
Come on,
Enough
we're
of this.
supposed to have fun.
No, we're not. It's now we're 2 minutes over. I'm trying to stay on time, and all you guys want to do is play more songs.
You're ruining
and sing.
our fun, man.
Look, someone's got to do it around here. I get yelled at.
No one has to do it.
Vanessa, is it time for me to wrap it up?
Yep, it's time.
See?
Damn.
Let's do it in song form now, Vanessa. You go first.
It's time.
Wrap it up. We'll come right back. Allie knows the news next. $100. You want it? Call us now. 800-520-1067. That's after this.
Join the Mile High Club.
Heck yeah, let's go. Well, how would you like to join the Mile High Club? Oh my God, thank you, It's the KROQ Mile High Club. Get lucky and see your favorite KROQ bands in places all over the world. Destination 7. Go emo while exploring the Gothic Quarter. Take a dip at one of the best beaches in the world. And snap a selfie with a Picasso. When you flamenco dance your way to see the Offspring. In Barcelona, Spain.
This is Dexter. I'm Noodles from The Offspring. And I'm reading this, can't you tell?
Listen to 9, Noon, 3, and 6 and instantly win tickets to their show at the Kia Forum August 29th. You'll get on the standby boarding list to see him again in Barcelona. Courtesy of Live Nation and Concord Records.
You're listening to the world famous KROQ.
From Monster Tour Water, straight up water, nothing else. Visit monstertourwater.com to find a store near you.
You know, I'm on board for most things we do on the show, even if it makes me look like a total ass. But in this particular case, I'm not that excited that I was selected as one of the 2 most tone-deaf people on the show. Not that I care about being a good singer. I didn't go to school for singing like Allie did.
I also didn't go to school for singing.
I thought you went to musical theater school.
I went to acting school.
Oh, really?
I didn't get into musical theater school.
Oh. Well, anyway, and I know Jake thinks he's like the star of every karaoke bar he goes into because he's got his go-to songs, and he is the lead singer technically of the short-lived band Rip Nasty.
Yeah, but I think Jake always sings obscure songs at karaoke that no one really cares about.
Right. Well, no one would know if it's good or bad because no one's heard the song before. Because
Exactly.
it's the side project of the cousin of the guy in A Perfect Circle or something.
That's a good band.
Right. And then you got, Omar, who's clearly musically inclined because we all heard how he slayed the clarinet during Forced Resolution. So you're down, and Johnny's a musician, plays guitar. So really, just process of elimination.
You're the least musical out of all of us.
Well, I think we'll prove you wrong in a few moments when you hear me attempt to sing songs. Most of these songs I had never even heard before. Most of the ones you told me.
These are not just KROQ songs. We wanted to go beyond that.
I don't think any of them are KROQ songs.
We chose top 40 #1 songs that have been nominated for Grammys, songs that people are obsessed with right now.
So we call this thing Tone Deaf for Deftones, up for grabs, pretty sweet prize. You will get to go see the Deftones at the Kia Forum this Thursday, and one person who wins tickets from us, and I believe today is the last pair. People won them all weekend, and we gave a pair away yesterday, a couple pairs we got today. Do we have 2 pairs today, Vanessa, to give out?
Yes, 2 pairs.
Oh, even
Nice.
better. Wow. The plot thickens. 2 pairs of tickets.
We can do this again next hour.
Oh, goddamn. I don't think you're going to want that. You'll also get a chance to meet the band, score some VIP merch as well. So it's time for Tone Deaf for Deftones.
How was your process of learning these songs and then singing them?
Well, I listened to the songs a few times yesterday, and my kids, for the first time ever, respected me because they're like, I love that song.
Oh, see, you're getting into their interest.
I don't want to say what it is. I don't want to give anything away. And still, I feel like I have no connection to the music. But you'll hear in a moment. And let's go ahead and say hi to Camille. We'll get to go first on KROQ. And Camille, you will. Hey, good morning and apologies in advance, Camille.
Hi, good morning.
All right.
It's okay.
I'm going to play you some of the song. And all you have to do is tell us, even though I am tone deaf, what song I am attempting to sing. If you get yours right, Allie will write your name down, and everyone who gets theirs right will be in the drawing to win some tickets to see the Deftones. Here we go, song number 1. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. Can you guys not laugh? Hold on. Can
Oh, no, let him finish.
Hold on.
Let him finish.
No, we don't need to hear anymore. She already guessed.
No, come on.
Hold on. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee.
Are you doing a Dracula impression?
I know. Why are you lowering your voice? It's already so much lower than hers.
I thought that's...
Is that because she's gay? I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee.
I thought that's how it goes.
This is
All right, relax.
She sees the baby girl.
I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. Here, Santa Monica, I swear it's calling me. Won't make my mama proud. It's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl. I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club, oh mama. Camille, congratulations. You were able to figure out my tone deaf singing, and you did.
Let's play a little of the original so we can get kind of like an A and B. I'm having wicked dreams.
Same.
Monica, I swear it's calling me. All right, pretty good.
Dude,
I like that you do jazz hands when you get to the top note.
You can't tell the difference. I mean, I know, like most people that have heard her version, that's the one they know. But if you were to play this to people in the streets, they would think that's her.
Oh, mama.
Who is that, by the way? Who's singing that?
Huh?
Who is that?
What?
Chappelle Roan?
Oh, thank you. Okay, got it. Thank you. All right, good job.
You knew
Hold on.
that. Come on.
I know. I thought that was the. I don't want to say who I thought it was because I have a song coming up from the other person.
You're getting them all mixed up.
I get them all confused. All right, hold on. Well, this is going to be painful.
It's a pure joy.
I just want to say that if you remember yesterday, Vanessa did Tone Deaf for Deftones, and I thought she was way more tone deaf than me.
No.
Are you sure about that?
Yep. 100. I wasn't sure, but after hearing that, yes, I'm 100% certain that you're actually tone deaf. I just don't know if you know any of the notes that exist.
in music, period.
Or otherwise.
Let me say hi to Rigo in El Monte. Hey, Rigo, good morning. Welcome to KROQ. Chance for you to win some Deftones tickets, but we're not making it easy for you. How goes it?
Good morning. I'm doing great. Thank you.
All right. Did you know the first song by chance? Not that it matters.
I didn't. I thought we were going to be guessing Deftones songs. I was like, I got this, but
that would make sense.
That would make sense. I would have much rather sung Deftones songs, especially because people think I look like the front man in the Deftones. Some people have said that before. It's one of my celebrity doppelgangers. All right, here we go. Song number 2. It's Tone Deaf for Deftones. Apologies in advance. Here we go. Well, I'm gonna paint my picture. Paint myself in blue and red and black and gray. All of these beautiful colors are very, very meaningful.
I don't even know what the hell. What?
Rigo? Any guesses?
What the hell?
Any guesses? Rigo.
What happened to Dracula?
I changed it up. I was not inspired.
Wow, oh my God, I've never heard that song.
Yeah, well, you know that gray is my favorite color. I felt so symbolic yesterday. If I knew Picasso, I would buy myself a gray guitar and play.
I don't know. Is that Taylor Swift?
It's
a good guess.
Taylor Swift. No, it is not. I'm so sorry, Rigo. That
This
was
is very
Is that supposed to be
poetic.
singing?
Yeah, it was singing.
I think you're just yelling.
You're like talk.
That was
something or
singing.
other.
I would buy your guitar and I would play.
Well, it's called Tone Deaf for Deftones.
It
And now you're
sounds like
making fun
slam poetry
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
of slam
You're a
poetry.
hip cat.
Symbolic. I felt symbolic yesterday. I would buy Picasso. Hey.
If I knew Picasso, I would buy myself a gray guitar and play. Mr. Jones and me look into the future. That's Counting Crows.
What?
That's Counting Crows. Yeah, we stare at the beautiful women. She's looking at you. I don't think so. She's looking at me.
Whoa.
You're a fan of this band, and you don't even know how it really goes.
That is how it goes.
But now that I know it's them, I can hear your passion.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you like the song.
Yeah, play.
I'm going to play a
into
little
it.
snippet of it.
All right,
see,
thank you. It's same song. Believe in me. Help me believe in anything, 'cause I wanna be someone who believes.
Okay, you don't hit any of those notes, man.
Well,
Oh my god.
that guy's the lead singer. I'm not. So he's not playing Tone
Yeah,
Deaf
but
for
even the
Deftones.
cadence could have been right.
Seriously. Even the rhythm of
It sounded like a David Bowie song.
it look
Thank you. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. David Bowie's great. Tony, Costa Mesa. Deftones on the line. Tone Deaf for Deftones. You ready for your next one?
Got it. Let's do it.
people on the text line did get that.
I
Mr.
know.
Jones by Counting Crows.
I'm watching the text line. People say this is the best Klein's ever sounded, which is also not saying much.
I know the songs that you're singing, and I still couldn't guess the song.
All right, well, let's try this one then. These are hit songs, according to Allie. This is every morning right around this time, you can easily become $100 richer, and bragging rights over Allie right there. If you want $100, you should be on the phones now at 800-520-1067. 5 questions about the news. So much news, hard to keep track of it all. Trending, headlines, and so much more. We will get into that in just a moment as Allie leaves the KROQ studios today.
all right.
Hold on, let's see who you're going to battle. You're going to take on Matthew, listening in Pico Rivera. Good morning, Matthew.
Hey, sweet dibs.
Sweet dibs.
Allie's going to leave the KROQ studios now. Hopefully you've been paying a little attention to what's been going on in the world, or else we will learn together. This is a great way to catch up on everything you missed while you were sleeping and potentially get a little bit richer as Allie leaves the studio. Your round starts right now.
Allie knows the news.
LeBron James has done it. Became the first player to score 50,000 points in the NBA. But how many points did he actually score last night?
Oh, man. 35.
Go to question number 2. A congressman from this state was removed from Trump's address after heckling the president.
Andy Lee or Lee Andy?
What state was he from? That is the question.
Oh, the state? Tennessee.
Go to question number 3. A man in the OC was arrested for operating this, a place that Klein is a big fan of. Hold on, I didn't write this question, and I don't necessarily stand by it either. But what was he arrested for? Operating what?
Oh man. Drug business.
Drug business. We go to question number 4. This NFL player has just become the highest paid running back in NFL history after signing a new 2-year, $41.2 million deal.
That would be Saquon Barkley.
And finally, we go to question number 5. Someone spent $88,000 at auction to buy a chip that was shaped like a Pokemon character. What chip was it?
Oh, man. Chip. Computer chip.
Say it again?
Computer chip?
The computer chip. That sounds delicious. All right, let's bring Allie in. We'll score it together. See how you do. 5 questions. The answers will be revealed in just a moment. And if Allie does better than you, she keeps her money. And every single day, she runs the risk of becoming just a little bit poorer until she has nothing left.
Wow.
And then she'll be
what a wonderful
panhandling
sentence to
on the
come
side
back
of the
to.
street. Here we go. Question number 1. Allie, once again, you're battling Matthew. If you're listening to this and you think you know these answers, well, tomorrow we hope to hear from you right around this time. Here we go. Question number 1. LeBron James has done it. He became the first player to score 50,000 points in the NBA. But
You're
how
getting
many?
him mixed up with his son again.
That's right. But how many points did he score yesterday exactly?
Come on, seriously?
Yeah, that's a question. A big story.
23 points.
23 is a good guess. The correct answer is 34 points. And I'll tell you what, Matthew, who guessed 35 points, gets the point. One
That was
away.
Price is Right rules.
No, we don't do Price is Right rules here. We go to question number 2, and Allie's down 1 early. A congressman from this state was removed from Trump's address after heckling the president.
Gosh, it's probably a liberal state, I would imagine. Let's go with New Jersey.
All right, he guessed Tennessee. The correct answer, this will surprise all of you, is Texas. Al Green of Texas.
Oh.
So quite a heated exchange that took place yesterday during that address, but no one gets the point on that one, so Allie's still down 1 as we go to question number 3. A man in the OC was arrested for operating this, a place that Klein is a big fan of, which I don't stand by that question,
Can
by
you
the way.
repeat the question, please?
A man in the OC was arrested for operating this, a place that Klein's a big fan of.
For operating this?
A place? Yeah, it's... What the hell are you
This,
talking about?
a place that Klein's a big fan
I'm
of?
reading the question as Jake wrote it. It is
Well, why are you doing that?
Why are you reading it? Don't you proofread these?
Yes, but I thought that this question was a fair question. A man in the OC was arrested for operating this, a place that Klein is a big fan of.
A casino?
That would be a proper guess. Good answer. That's not right. He said drugs. Drug place. Not right.
Drugs. A place that Klein loves.
It's a brothel. A brothel.
Okay.
He loves whores.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you.
What's the address?
I don't know the address, guys, because I didn't even know this existed.
You
but
should have done parentheses, he loves whores.
Thank you, Jake. Should have said that. We go to question number 4, and Allie is still down 1. What? Question 4. This NFL player just became the highest paid running back in NFL history.
Saquon Barkley.
All right, he got that as well. So now Allie down 1 with 1 question left. She needs the tie to keep her money. If she loses, she pays the people. Here we go. Someone just paid $88,000 at auction for a chip that was shaped like a Pokemon character. What type of chip was it?
Jake, what the hell, man?
This wasn't my question.
I saw this too.
This is a big story.
Pokemon?
Yeah, it came across my feed too.
Pikachu?
Once again, you didn't even listen to the question. You get mad about the questions, you don't even listen to them. The question was, what type of chip was it?
A potato chip? Dorito?
Too late. What chips are always the chips that are shaped like other things?
Doritos. It's Doritos.
Cheetos. It's always Cheetos. When in doubt, it's always Cheetos. Anyway, Allie loses, and congratulations, Matthew, you get paid $100.
All right. Woo-hoo.
Allie, what must you shamefully admit as Matthew processes the excitement that he's taking $100 after only getting 2 questions right?
Though I protest all the questions in this edition of Allie Knows the News, I guess I am a loser, and Matthew knows the news better than I.
Matthew, hold on 1 second so we can pay you, all right?
It's a good round.
It's a good round. And every question
You know it's bad if he's saying it's a good round.
Well, it's always a good round when you pay the people. Some people think it's rigged. They think we only put idiots on against
I'll Venmo you, Matthew.
Hold on, Matthew. We'll pay the people next on KROQ. K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. There's a lot of true crime stories involving husbands and wives where the wife slowly figures out a way to kill the husband. More so than the husband figuring out a way. I think when husbands kill wives, it's usually
spur of the moment.
Crime
or
of passion.
Gotta strangle.
Right.
Or I'm in love with this other woman and I don't want to get divorced because I don't want to pay child support, so murder.
Right, murder. Whereas when women decide to kill their husbands, it's usually a nice, slow, well-thought-out plan
Over
that involves
years,
a little bit of
slow poisoning.
Antifreeze in the pancakes for a couple of years. It's a slow play, but eventually, that's the idea, that women are usually more thought out in their planning.
We're planners,
yeah,
and detail-oriented.
Which is why I'm convinced that the plan that I told you about, where my wife is attempting to kill me slowly, but hiding it under the guise of trying to make me healthier, is actually continuing, because the other day, she dragged me along to go inside of a giant walk-in freezer that was negative 160 degrees.
A walk-in freezer? Were you at a Costco?
No, I love that. I love the Costco walk-in freezer. That place, I could be in there forever.
My kid is really getting on board with that. As soon as we go in there, he's like, let's go to the cold part.
Love the cold part of Costco.
This is different.
This is, what the hell is it called? Cryo
chamber?
Cryo chamber.
Oh, I've done that.
Why would anyone ever do that? And
because it was included in whatever else I had, and they were like, you have 3 minutes in the cryo chamber, and it feels like your whole body is falling off.
Yeah, you go into this thing where they basically pump the same gas in there that they use to freeze Han Solo or whatever, and you stand there, and your body just slowly starts to, I guess, freeze to death.
Are you guys going through some sort of weird midlife crisis thing? Is this what this is all about?
Well, here's what I think. My feeling is that she was never into TikTok until recently, and now she scrolls constantly and gets all of these, there's like a new activity every day. She's like, I should try that. That looks good. And everyone on TikTok
is she like extreme, like she does this on the regular kind of thing?
That one she'd never done before.
But not too long ago, didn't you guys do like a cold plunge or something?
Well, and that's only part of it. Then it became a burning hot thing, infrared. Everything is extreme. It's like extreme temperatures.
When are they going to come out with a study that's just a nice tepid 72?
Right. Where's that?
That's what's keeping us all alive.
I don't know.
I mean, that's the only good temperature.
You have all these people that'll say things like, hey, I do this infrared sauna, and as a result, I am, my wrinkles have all gone away, or whatever.
Which
some
infrared
BS.
sauna is such BS, because I went to a place where they had an infrared sauna, and I was like, oh, cool. And then I walked in, and it's not hot.
What?
It's not even hot in there. There's just a bunch of red lights, and you're like, okay, so I'm just sitting in a wooden box with red lights on it?
Like baking you or something?
No, it's like the red laser is supposed to heal your wrinkles.
I don't know what it's even for, dude. I just know that she sees these things,
right?
And then, of course, people used to not know
I gotta
about
make
things.
this guy look better somehow,
right?
Or I have to freeze his D off,
right? So now I'm convinced now that she's like, all right, I don't think he can survive this one. Let's go over here, and it's a genius play on her part, right? Because the last time, as I said, she dragged me along to jump in some cold bathtub,
right?
And then I said, this is terrible. I feel myself. I'm not cut out for this stuff. I'm not.
How cold is the cryo chamber, man?
It's like negative 100 something.
Negative
degrees.
165 degrees.
That's not good for you.
No, but apparently for 3 minutes at a time.
I think it shocks you into feeling something, so then you feel like reinvigorated somehow.
Yeah, you go to this place. And then it's like a phone booth, and then they say to you, the guy basically said, get down to your underwear.
Are you with your wife inside there, or just by yourself?
Well, originally I thought I had to go by myself, and then he said you guys can both go in together.
Awesome.
But you're both not standing in there at the same time, right?
No, we were.
But
really? Yeah, because it's not much bigger than a phone, like an old school phone booth or whatever. But you walk in
But your
together.
head is sticking out, right?
No, all inside.
My head was sticking out. It was cool.
And they said you have to put on these like oven mitts, and then you got to put on these like ear warmers, and everything else. You want all of the freezing cold, whatever the air is, to touch your skin.
Put a sock on my D, like I know.
I know. Of course, that would have been nice because I sat there.
What's the point of having hands?
Yeah.
If I don't have a D.
Right. So we're in there, and within the first 25 seconds, the guy goes, I'm going to close the door. You're going to be in there for 3 minutes. You walk in, it is instantly, it shocks your body.
And it kind of looks like an iron lung.
That's
what
thing.
Mine looked like. It was like it goes around your head, and you kind of look like you're in an iron lung, but standing.
Yeah, but once again, this one was like this was fully enclosed. We were fully inside of it with a closed door. There was no.
Right, but you can't. My point is, you can't open it yourself. Like you're trapped in this metal thing.
This was glass, but yes, yeah, I know what you're saying. It was like I don't know how else to describe it. It looked like a phone booth. I'm standing inside of a freezing cold phone booth, and the door closes, and there's these lights, and the guy goes, "These lights are going to change every minute, and you need the lights to change 3 times before you can get out." 25 seconds in, she goes, "I'm out." She gets out, she pushes the door open, leaves, and then shuts the door with me inside of it.
Oh, well, you got to reset it, because if she opens it in the middle, then
the whole thing's for nothing.
Yeah, the whole thing's for nothing. So I thought you were kind of stuck in there.
Well, then I was stuck in there because for whatever reason, she opened the door, no problem, got out and said, "Too cold for me." And then I'm standing there, and I felt like she was kind of like pushing the door, like so I couldn't get out myself. Like this was her plan, that I was going to, like she was like barricading the door. And this will take care of him once and for all.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a great way to murder because you could thaw and live again.
That's good. Yeah, it's a good point. I could survive. I'd come back in the future.
I mean, that's what we're all doing to preserve ourselves now, right?
That was the entire storyline behind Encino Man.
Exactly.
The great Pauly Shore movie.
So you go to this place just for this 3-minute experience and you pay it and then that's it? There's no additional treatments or whatever you're getting at this place?
Well, they offer a ton of things.
Well, and they'll tell you, like, you should probably do this daily.
Okay, so it's funny you said
daily? And you're like, what?
Yeah. So, of course, the guy who's helping is a very good-looking guy, like flawless-looking, guy. And she gets out and goes, "Not for me," and she basically stands there. And I'm standing now inside of this thing, shivering. I mean, the most uncomfortable I've ever been. And I'm kind of watching the two of them have like a conversation through this freezing door. And he's laughing and she's laughing, and I'm in there going, and I'm looking at these lights and they're not changing colors, and I'm freezing. And then finally, the thing goes beep, like, done. And the door, you hear like this pressurized, and the door opens and I step out and I am like in some sort of a weird, everything just feels weird. It feels like your body went into full on, shock mode.
And then she goes, "Why does he look the same?"
And this guy goes, "Listen, guys, I do this twice a day." This is what the guy says. "I do this twice a day. And look at me." And I can't argue with that. I'm
yeah,
like,
but he's probably 24. So what does it matter? I hate the look at me. Yeah, you're younger.
Yeah, and he's got great DNA.
Yeah.
And he's probably like a professional bodybuilder and everything else. But man, that is...
714 said cryotherapy has lots of proven benefits, and athletes always do it. You can Google the benefits. There are many.
Listen, I know athletes. They do all the space age stuff. They do the blood spinning.
They do the suction cup thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Where they put the toilet plungers on their back and suck up all the toxins.
There's also oxygen therapy, where you put yourself in like a weird chamber where they put you in like essentially a body bag and they pump oxygen into the body bag.
See, I feel like that's going to be the next thing, because I just every time she does another one of these things, I go,
snip on that oxygen.
Yeah, you just put me in a body bag. At least try to disguise
this. It's good
this.
for you.
So if I end up dead in a wellness center, understand that this was a well-calculated plan.
106.7 KROQ. KROQ.
Klein, Ellie, Show.
I can't believe you...
Hold on. We lost Tony? Hold on. Let me say hi to Ivan. We'll give Tony a chance next if his phone gets better. Hey, Ivan, Long Beach, you ready to go?
I am.
All right, here we go. Here's your next song. It's Tone Deaf. Apologies in advance. Tone Deaf for Deftones. This is apparently a very popular song. Here we go. Well, good for you. I guess that you've been working on yourself. I guess that therapist I found for you, she really helped. Now you can be a better man for your brand new girl.
Oh, man, I'm not sure what this is right now.
I know the same. It sounds like you're singing from a musical.
Well, good for you. You look happy and healthy. Not me, if you ever cared to ask.
No, I have no idea what this is, you guys. I'm sorry.
It sounds like you're doing a terrible version of Adam Sandler's Opera Man on SNL.
I told you guys.
You've been working on yourself.
I told you.
Someone else.
I didn't want to do it. This apparently, Ali says this is a big song. Good for you. You're doing great out without me, baby. God, I wish that I could do that. All right. I don't even know who that is. Who is that?
That's Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, well, that guy didn't.
But the way you did it, you couldn't recognize it. Oh, yeah.
It's pretty good the way I did it, too, though. Let's not play favorites.
My new
Not
dream.
me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you. You're doing great out without me, baby. See, play hers now. It's all the same. What?
I was love.
I guess that you've been working on yourself. I guess the therapist I found for you should really help. Now you can be a better man for your brand new girl.
Girl. My new dream is to meet these artists just so I can play these tracks for them.
All right, well, we only have one more, and I think only one person's gotten theirs right.
By
so
the
far.
way, next time we do this, you guys got to find some duets to do with Vanessa so both of you guys could get on
Oh,
it.
my God.
That'd be spectacular.
I love it when we're cruising together.
Let's go ahead. This is one more person gets a shot. And as of right now, the tickets are already going to go to Camille because she got hers. She was able to figure out I was doing Pink Pony Club. So we say hi.
Yeah, she knew the lyrics right away. I guess it's just really knowing the lyrics.
That's a big part of it, I
Because
think.
the rhythm and the melody are not going to help you.
Let's say hi to Ariel in North Hollywood. Hello, Ariel.
Sweet divots. How's it
Sweet
going?
dibs. Congratulations on surviving that big shaker we had a couple nights ago. Still talking about it. 3-9er
right.
in North Hollywood. You felt it. I know you
Yeah,
did.
I actually felt it pretty hard.
Yeah, I believe it.
I
You're
just
right.
felt it pretty hard.
All right, well, let's see if you feel this pretty hard. It's the final song. If you can figure out what...
Just so you know, I'm with Regal. I thought it was going to be Deftone songs, too.
Yeah, well, that would have been nice for the people that screened the calls to inform you as to what we were doing, but here we go. Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. I beg you, don't embarrass me, motherfucker. Oh, please.
You got it?
Yeah. No.
This is a very popular song.
Why am I not surprised that hardcore Deftone fans do not know that I'm trying to sing a pop song? Please, 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 well, I have a fun idea, babe. Maybe just stay inside.
Ooh.
Any guesses?
Congratulations, Camille.
That's right. Well said. Hey, Camille, congratulations. You are going to see the Deftones on Thursday, all right?
Thank you.
You're very welcome, and I want you to know, and by the way, people on the text line still getting it. I'm not that tone deaf.
No.
People are able to guess all the songs
No,
I've
you
done.
are tone deaf. I think just people are just a little better at it.
We have another pair of tickets because we only had one winner in that game, which is great news for all of you die-hard Deftones fans that are listening.
And Mars Volta.
And Mars Volta. And we'll give you a chance to win those tickets coming up. So Camille is in. She got herself a pair. She may be meeting the band. We've got another pair of Deftones tickets we'll give you today before we're out of here. This morning on KROQ. Get into your news, and we'll get into a brand new hour of the show today. Just by listening, you could end up in Barcelona, Spain with the Offspring, plus see them right here at the Kia Forum. We got those tickets coming up later this morning. Kings tickets as well, petty claims court, and so much more. But first, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Getting fired sucks no matter how you slice it, but the LA Fire Chief Kristen Crowley got fired and said, I do not accept this. She appealed the decision. She spoke before council yesterday, and in a vote of 13-2, she remains fired.
Oh,
and
man.
that sucks. And then the two people that voted for her were like other women that were like, yeah.
She could do
and
it.
She's still, yeah, exactly. And she still got fired.
Will she accept those results, or no? Is she gonna? That's a. I mean, that's
I don't
a
think you can
lopsided
appeal
vote.
twice. Yeah. As a lesbian, I always will respect another lesbian in a very sharp, well-pressed blazer. Her ponytail was also tight, which is a huge sign of respect in the lesbian community.
That's like the black belt of the lesbian world. A tight
Yeah,
pony.
you know how Johnny feels about socks? Like if your socks, the
Right.
higher the socks, the bigger the foo. Is that what you say, Johnny?
That's what Johnny claims.
Yeah, it's the same with lesbians and tight ponytails.
The downer the foo. The higher the socks, the downer the foo.
Okay.
But yes, lesbians and ponytails.
Yes, especially if it's like a tight bun in the back. So she had all that going. And here's her pleading her case. And I don't think she did a great job of speaking. But again, if you were ever curious if there was a lesbian accent, there is. And this is it.
Now I stand or sit
On your
before
face.
you today.
Oh, that was an aggressive statement. Good for her.
Thank you so much, counsel.
Yeah.
I rest my case on your face.
I did not refuse to conduct an after-action report. And let me be clear, this is a false accusation. During our discussions after an action after report, I should say during our discussions about an after-action report, I advised the fire commissioners about my opinion.
There were so many little mistakes like that, and it was like, man, if this is your one shot, right, to appeal, and you spent that much time pressing the blazer and tightening the ponytail, gotta have the right delivery, because if you're fumbling over yourself, then everyone's just like, all right, let's get this lady out of here.
Get on my face. All right, you said it. We heard you loud and clear.
So there will be a new fire chief, but she will remain on staff in a different position.
Hey, next hour on the show, if you are recently jobless like this woman is, there's a chance that we could include you in the Klein Alley Show job fair, which is happening live on the air, where people that are looking to hire and people that are looking for work potentially connect over the power of these airwaves. So that'll be next hour, and maybe we hear from that woman again.
She calls in.
Maybe.
Hello, I would like a job. All right, the numbers from the Oscars are in, and though it feels like a long, boring night with long, boring speeches, viewership was way up to almost 20 million viewers for the Oscars, which is up from 18 million the year before. The main reason for this is not because people saw the movies and cared. It was mainly because Disney had offered the Oscars on streaming for the first time this year using Hulu, which is where most of the viewership came from. And it's a pretty big win for Hulu and for Disney because, Netflix has been doing live events for a while now, and they're doing them very well. And now the streaming wars are heating up with live streaming wars, and this was one of their first successes.
And I think that people are rewatching them as well for some reason. I don't know why, but people that didn't want to watch it live are also now, they can still watch the Oscars.
Yeah, and that's what's nice is that if I, because I didn't watch it when it started at 5 or whatever it was, and then when it did start, I was like, oh, I don't really care about this. Let me go back to another part, and it was nice to be able to do that. But Adrian Brody also set a world record for the longest Academy Awards acceptance speech of all time at 6 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
And that's the thing about streaming too, is like then the time becomes less important because people can just skip through to what they want, right?
Sure.
So, I mean, yes, it was supposed to end at 10 o'clock and it went 45 minutes over, but in hindsight, when you look at it and just go back to the clips you want, it doesn't really matter. And speaking of streaming, and it is Wednesday, which means we will get to Bamboozled, I believe, later in the show. But this is a scam to look out for. They said that there's a new Netflix scam that they said is an AI-powered email scam that is so good. It looks nearly indistinguishable from regular emails that you will receive for Netflix. And you do receive emails from Netflix about your account occasionally. and it's called a Trojan horse email scam. And basically, you get an email, and the subject line says, "Let's tackle your payment details," which is so Netflix.
So Netflix. I do. Hey, wait a minute. I do have payment details.
Yeah.
They got me.
And it's like, let's tackle them. And you're like, okay. And then you open it up, and it lets you know that your account has been locked, and you need to update your payment details to regain access. It just says your account is on hold with login issues. Please update your payment details. We're having trouble with your current billing information. We'll try again, but in the meantime, you may want to update your payment details. It's very casual. And yes, we've seen this scam many times in many forms, but because AI is now helping the scammers, they're able to put it in the same tone as the company. They're able to perfect the logo of the company so that it's just even more tough to find the difference between real and fake.
That's why you got to get grandfathered into that plan that Omar's in, where he's still paying 99 cents a month for 3 DVDs.
But now I have commercials.
He's got commercials, but still, there's no one's got a better Netflix deal on the planet than Omar.
Let's tackle your grandfather deal.
Yeah, let's tackle that immediately. We get into a brand new hour of the show in exactly 4 minutes after this Chili Peppers song is done, right here on KROQ.
KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Welcome to your Wednesday morning here at KROQ, just after 7 o'clock. This could be the hour your life changes forever. If you need a job, a lot of people are out of work these days, and we decided to use the power of this radio station, all of the people that we speak to on a daily basis, for some good, and perhaps that will help you. The Klein Alley Show job fair coming up. Even if you have a random skill, like you're a fire breather or a juggler, and you still can't find work, you call in, you tell us a little bit about your skills, and maybe someone listening is like, wait a minute, I need a fire-breathing juggler.
Are the only out-of-work people you can think of in the circus?
Most circus performers are looking for jobs now, yeah. Insurance got really high as a result. Can't do what they used to do. So, yeah, whatever it is you're doing, we'll talk to you a little bit, and maybe someone listening right now has us on in their job. Is like, you know what, we're actually hiring.
Did you ever go to a job fair when you were younger and looking for work?
No, but I went to one time because I wanted a Frisbee. They were giving away...
the swag,
yeah. They give away some of that like stuff. Oh, I could
They're
use
like, spin the wheel, and you're like, all right.
All right. I'm not going to be a nurse, but I'll take a tote bag.
I know, and you're like a college student. You're like, I really don't care if I have a job yet.
I was like, they wouldn't hire me if they knew me, so let's just call this what this is.
Spin the wheel, baby.
I'm going to take this flashlight, and we're going to call it a day. Anyway, that could be later this hour on the show, and also... Jake the Nerd is going through something right now. He claims he has just broken his own personal record. And it's not a record you want to break. But we'll get into that coming up later this hour as well. So if you need us, the number is 800-520-1067. Come back in just a moment with what's going on with Jake and so much more here on KROQ. Yes, we are. Yes, we're having fun. This is fun. It's KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. Jake the Nerd, my man. What's going on with you?
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean,
you tell us.
You tell us, dude. This is you've shattered your own personal record, and I think
yeah, I made a new record. It's not good.
Well, LeBron James made a new record. Is it similar to that one?
You're like the LeBron of this show, except instead of points, it's pounds.
Yeah. I stepped on my quote-unquote broken scale, and let's hope it's broken, because now I am the fattest I've ever been.
When you... I thought you were going to at least play a ton of...
All right, relax.
Well, you have branded yourself on the show as the I eats it guy, right?
I do eat it.
You do eat it most of the time. If there's something, whether it's leftovers or a steak that's been sitting out on the kitchen counter for the last day and a half,
they're starving kids in Africa. They can't let that go to bed.
Yeah.
Well, you can at this point, because you are looking rounder than normal, but you also...
Well, he also wears like extra large T-shirts, so
you hide it well.
Even if he gains 10 or even 20 pounds, it doesn't really you don't notice it that much.
You got to stop wearing purple, dude, because you're starting to look like one of those California dancing raisins.
Well, those are skinny.
Well, their legs are skinny.
Yeah, they're all round and whatnot in the middle, though. I mean, that's a dangerous color for you to wear.
Purple is probably the worst color if you're that shape.
You look like Grimace.
That's a better
there's
reference.
Grimace.
Yeah,
there's the Willy Wonka. What is it, the blueberry girl?
Oh, Violet. You're turning Violet. Yeah, that's what you looked like yesterday when you were eating all those pancakes. I mean, the video is hypnotic to watch, but yesterday you threw down a stack. I know you didn't finish the entire stack of 15 pancakes, but
I could have, I think.
You put down a lot of them, and then you got home and I guess weighed yourself, which I think most people wouldn't do that to themselves after eating that many pancakes, but you found out that you were now the most you've ever weighed in your whole life?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Fat boy.
Oh, Jake.
Hey, quiet down, Joe.
How over are you from the biggest you've ever been? Like how many pounds?
Because I have a fat stomach.
Oh.
All right, we get it, sweetie.
We get it, sweetie. You're such a smart girl.
Yeah, you don't have to make shame Jake. He's fatter than he's ever been, but whatever. It happens.
By how many pounds?
By not very many. I've been close to this weight before, but this is the heaviest I've ever been.
So are you going to be on a weight loss journey now?
Yes.
And is that including jumping in your shack?
Oh, yeah. I did jumps last night. I'm getting better at jumps.
Jake looks like Barney, the dinosaur.
Yes, that's another big purple. Oh, my God. There's so many big...
there's a lot of big purple things.
Hey, Jake, do you want to go to the gym with me?
Shut up!
Oh, my God.
Come on, let's go, bro.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back.
I don't think any amount of just jumping alone in your shack is going to... reverse this.
You
if you want to start
you
go to the gym a few days a week with Johnny.
I'm not going to go to the gym with Johnny. I'm going to hike the mountain.
We got to post this video of Jake. He does some workout, which clearly doesn't work because he's enormous now. But he does some.
I just started.
He does this workout, Allie. I don't know if you've seen the video. He does jump roping, but without a rope. So he just stands there and pretends like he's got an invisible jump rope. And I think we got some footage of him doing it. He didn't realize we were filming him. But he just stands there and he looks like he's a crazy person because he's just doing all the moves someone would do if they had a jump rope.
Well, especially because he's got the biddies.
Hey, of course, bouncing up and down.
Bouncing up and down.
It's very
tough. But just imagining the rope being there, I'm sure is part of the mental and physical workout, right, Jake?
That part's pretty easy.
Yeah. Do you ever trip on the invisible rope or?
I'm not that fat.
Right.
But think of this is the end of an era, if you think about it, Klein. I mean, think about all the amazing feats that Jake has taken on in the world of eating.
All the amazing feats you can't see anymore. His own feats.
I mean, the pasta that secondhand Cindy brought here, it was like a vat of pasta. He ate all that.
Well, Jake is like a no man left behind. He's a no crumb left behind guy. And if when secondhand Cindy dropped off a trough of spaghetti, most people would have a serving and move on, but Jake made it his mission to finish all of it, and he ate that thing for weeks.
I think I made an Olympic breakfast burrito
with 15 eggs in it.
15 eggs in it.
That was not good.
But you still eats
it.
That's the problem with you is that it's not a problem, but you will eat it all.
It's a problem.
You don't want. Well, it's become a problem. But Jake, you don't want to waste anything, so you just eats it all.
Yeah, you can't waste it. It's bad.
Fat boy.
God damn it.
I think what's tough too, Jake, is that you
Jake
don't
looks
have
like
a
the purple Teletubby.
Oh my God, that's
626.
another one.
Man,
we have to do a compilation, Johnny. Can you just compare? There's a lot of big purple things out there.
See if
we need to see them all in front of us.
Put a lineup together and see if people can pick Jake out of the lineup of all of the other giant purple things.
I'm on it.
Yeah, thank you.
But
I know
Jake,
you are.
Also, your fridge is full of pretty much nothing. I think you have spinach and cheese, and that's kind of it. So that's part of it is prepping and figuring out what you're going to eat that day instead of being like a snake, which is like eating a whole week's worth of food in one sitting.
562. Is that Jake or Ursula from Little Mermaid?
Oh my God, that's another one.
Purple equals fat.
Yes.
I guess, apparently. That's maybe that was like a...
Also, there's a purple monster from Monsters, Inc., too.
Oh, yeah.
Grimace from McDonald's, too. Isn't he big and purple?
Yes, we mentioned that one. Yes. Well, Jake, listen, I'm sorry. There's people on the phone that have been through this. Let's go to someone who has a donut shop named after them. Hello, Randy.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes, you're on KROQ. Good morning.
Sweet dibs.
Sweet dibs.
Hey, so I wanted to let Jake know about this. So there is a supplement. It's a natural supplement that I found called Burn It Evolved, and basically it has something to do with some kind of like cayenne pepper ingredient. But basically, I used it over a period of like a year, and I lost like 25 pounds. So. But obviously, exercise is important as well.
Nah, we don't have time for that. Jake
I think we should try all these different quick fixes on Jake.
Jake was a former D1 track star, correct?
Yeah.
Now he's double D1.
he's a double D1. Now he's a Formula One track star. He's gotten so big. What is the number? Do you want to tell us the number or no? Can we guess?
Yeah, try to guess.
Okay, well, now because men's weight is always confusing to me because sometimes it can be way more or way less than I thought. I know you are 175.
No, not anymore. I think I'm on the uptick as well, but not like Jake. I mean, that's the key part. You always got to have someone who's getting fatter around you.
Yeah, but you look like emaciated at 175.
Yeah, Jake actually has muscle, so he's going to be a little heavier.
I think even when he's in shape, he's probably weighs more than 175.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally.
But Jake also has those massive breasts.
Yeah,
massive.
it's probably about 5 pounds in each, so you got to factor that in.
10 pounds, just 10 pounds of boob weight alone on Jake, and then all the sweat too.
Right, and then are you thinking with jean shorts on or without?
Nah, I mean, if Jake, what how'd you weigh yourself? Naked?
Just like underwear.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 215.
215, you think, Jake? I bet you it's bigger than that.
No way.
How tall are you, Jake?
5'8".
Whoa, I didn't realize you were so short.
Jake, 215, Al, you have him at 215. He just broke his personal best. He got on his scale. I think Jake's got to be closer to 230.
No way, dude.
I think he does.
He's not that big.
That's ridiculous. I think Allie's right.
You know when he lays on that beanbag chair in the back office when we have the meeting? Sometimes you can't.
Then all the beans come out?
Then he eats all the beans in the chair?
Those are good beans.
I love beans.
Now it's just a bag chair. We don't have beans anymore. Jake, what is your number?
Who's going to refill these beans?
I can't believe you think I'm that fat.
I don't think you are. What's the number?
195.
What?
Ooh.
Wow. I didn't realize you'd be under 200.
Yeah, you definitely look over 2.
Thanks.
Oh, we actually, we're making fun, but we support you, Jake. Whatever we can do to aid in your weight loss journey, please let us know.
Fat boy.
All right.
Awesome.
I made Mexican rice, actually. It's in the fridge.
Okay, I'll have some of that. Please.
Jake, do you blame us because we've been bringing you a lot of leftovers
We
lately?
have.
And, I brought a whole lasagna in from my house, and you took it all home and ate all of it like a week because I thought that you wanted
But he also
that.
appreciates it.
He
Totally,
appreciates
and then you want him to eat it because you feel good. Like it
Yep.
isn't going to waste. It's going into Jake's trash mouth.
Thank you again. That makes me feel good.
Are you going to go on some sort of diet too, or just exercise?
Both.
Can Omar please play the song "The Purple People Eater"? We got to take a break. We'll be back with more show next.
Join the Mile High Club.
Heck yeah, let's go. Well, how would you like to join the Mile High Club?
Oh my God, thank you,
It's the KROQ Mile High Club. Get lucky and see your favorite KROQ bands in places all over the world. Destination 7. Go emo while exploring the Gothic Quarter. Take a dip at one of the best beaches in the world and snap a selfie with a Picasso. When you flamenco dance your way to see The Offspring in Barcelona, Spain.
This is Dexter, and I'm Noodles from The Offspring, and I'm reading this, can't you tell?
Listen to 9, Noon, 3, and 6 and instantly win tickets to their show at the Kia Forum August 29th. You'll get on the standby boarding list to see him again in Barcelona. Courtesy of Live Nation and Concord Records.
You're listening to the world famous KROQ.
From Monster Tour Water, straight up water, nothing else. Visit monstertourwater.com to find a store near you.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Perhaps you felt the jolt last night as you were going to sleep or just getting home or whatever the case may have been.
Man.
Big jolt. A lot of people still recovering. 3.9 or North Hollywood.
Some people like Klein are still recovering.
Real shaker. Still have not been able to sleep. Really messed me up good,
I got
man.
PTSD.
Well, there's no one you can sue for that, but if you've been playing a lot of video games lately, apparently there's lots of people you can sue. There's a class action suit that's been going on now that claims that if you've spent any serious amount of time playing any games, app games, traditional video games, etc., you could be entitled to real money, and a woman just got paid out because she claimed that her Candy Crush addiction was crippling.
Well, there's endless levels.
Endless.
I'm at level 1069, I believe.
Yeah, and you're nowhere near the end. And if you ever get to the end, they'll just make more levels.
Yes, because it's very easy to just make more levels.
She finally ended up getting paid close to $250,000 because they agreed that she was right. And the way that the video game manufacturers operate now is that they are supposedly, this is according to the class action lawsuit that's going on right now.
Man, she could probably buy so many Crush combos with that $250,000.
She sure could. They are embedding, quote, addictive psychological features into popular games like Minecraft, GTA 5, Fortnite. This is proposally done to hook players, compelling them to spend excessive time and money on gaming.
Of course.
This is what they're designed to do.
If they're good at their jobs, that's what they're doing.
Now, I guess that, like anything else, they claim that if they can find proof that they were attempting to get people to get, quote, addicted and spend money and spend time to the point now where they're saying people are missing school, missing jobs,
Any video
relationships.
game is designed to have you keep playing. They want you to play as long as you can.
But for whatever reason, I don't know where that line is. Now there's a giant class action lawsuit that's going on. That
and you can
says,
do it with our phones. You can do it with social media. You could do it with
the notifications.
Girl Scout
releases
cookies.
that dopamine. Yeah.
Girl Scout cookies, all of it.
Literally, you can find anything addicting, and we find everything addicting now. I was just actually reading about how people are getting addicted to AI and chatbots, because if you're lonely and you want to talk to somebody, you can talk to AI as long as you want to, and people are now like speaking to them so often that they feel like they can't go without it, like it's a friend of theirs that they need to constantly be checking in with.
Well, there's a wellness retreat that apparently has just opened up for people that were addicted to the day trading of the cryptocurrency. Got
Well, that's
so
just like gambling.
overpowering, and all the emotions, the highs, the lows, that they said, this is overtaking my entire life. I've gone completely broke. I decided to go all in on Fartcoin, and it bankrupted my family, and now I got to check into a rehab to deal with this. But are we becoming more addicted? You think as a society now we are just getting addicted easier to things?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the internet is to blame, but I also think that they know, like, we are consumers. That's what we do. We consume content, we consume new products, everything.
Right, we're like termites.
Yes, exactly. We consume everything in our path. And whether you are somebody who's addicted to gambling, whether it's, online or in person, somebody like me would be finding an addiction in places like Temu and deal hunting and things like that, where I look at my Temu app and there's a spinning wheel going spin, spin, spin. You can win 100% off these 10 items. And I'm like, and it's all programmed to trigger that same part of your brain that wants more, more, more. What's the next thing? What's the next rush?
But I don't believe all addictions are respected the same. Because if you were to meet someone and they're like, oh man, I was crazy addicted to heroin for a while and now I'm on the recovery. People are like, hey man, props, good work, man. That's not easy to kick heroin. But if someone else is like,
a fart coin guy?
I'm addicted to fart coin. I've been playing the meme. Like, it was like, dude, you're not addicted to anything. Like, get the F out of here.
Well, I think having an embarrassing addiction is tough. Like, yes, if you have something traditional, that's, you have your own things that you've done to get drugs or alcohol or whatever, and you have those stories and you have a shame attached to that, etc. But there's a different shame attached when you say, I spent 7 hours last night on online bingo.
909 says Allie, not to rub it in, but I'm on level 9,345 on Candy Crush. You got a long way to go.
No, yeah, I was doing it like every single day, and then I actually got mugged because I was walking down the street at night on Candy Crush, and because I couldn't stop playing, and I had like a 5-minute walk ahead of me, and because I was looking down at my phone and not paying attention, I got mugged, and then my phone got stolen, and then I had to start my Candy Crush streak all over again.
My levels.
I know, all the candies that I popped.
Probably crushing right now. Yeah, I wonder, is there something that you are currently addicted to? Like, defend your addiction. Like, for instance, you're into it, it's probably gotten to that point of, I think that even buying stuff on Amazon has become a weird addiction for certain people because they just kind of can't get through the day without looking and getting, especially if you're constantly getting the updates of what's arriving. And it's very easy now for us to fall into the trap. I'm curious. We'll share with you ours. Love to hear yours. You can text, you can call 800-520-1067.
Klein, Alley, Show! Mornings on KROQ
106.7
KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. Thank you to everyone on the text line that said that our show has become their most unhealthy addiction, and now I feel like I must listen, and when I'm not listening, I'm missing out on stuff, so much so that I listen to the podcast afterwards, and I'm getting the shakes. So thank you for that. Greatly appreciate you. Talking addictions now. Apparently a giant class action suit is underway for anyone who feels like they've been addicted to video games or apps because they're designed to get you hooked and keep you there forever, and that's not okay. People addicted now these days to cryptocurrencies. My addiction is old school. It's gambling. That's the thing. When I get around a casino and I start hearing those noises.
But do you gamble every day?
I could gamble every day. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you could, but do you?
Not every day, but that's just because I'm a little tapped right now. But if I got a little bit more in the reserves, I could see myself gambling every
And how
day.
far in the hole have you been before?
Well, there's a listener to this show that called in to bet me $100 on that Tyson fight. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And I bet him on I thought Tyson was going to win, and I owed him $100, and then I was going to pay him on the side because I pay all my debts. And then he wrote to me, "You want to double?"
Said with confidence.
Want to double or nothing?
Because I pay all my debts.
He goes, "You want to double or nothing?" And I go, "Sure, let's double or nothing." Went up to 2. I was down 2. Then I was down 4. Then I was down 8. And I think I currently owe him over $1,000.
Yeah, but you've owed more than that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why I moved to the West Coast. I owed a bookie a ton of money on the East Coast.
How much money?
North of 20.
Wow.
Yeah, north of 20.
And then you ran away from that?
But I was up for a period before then. And
Did you explain that to him? He'll probably understand.
He's in jail now for another 4 years, and then I'll have to deal with that. But for the time being.
Oh, my God. What if you were the first person he found?
He may. Jeremiah on KROQ. Good morning.
Good morning.
What is your addiction?
I've been addicted to World of Warcraft since 2004, and I've lost a marriage over it, lost 3 or 4 jobs over it.
Wow, that's a real deal addiction. This guy's up for that class action lawsuit money. Your job, you've come to the right place. We're not actually hiring at KROQ, I don't think, but a lot of people now losing gigs.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
Oh, triggering.
That's
a lot of that going on.
That was just last night, the event.
Yeah.
In fact, I just found out that the unemployment has just hit one of our own, not here at KROQ necessarily, but on the phone right now. This is half of the Bud Light Bros. I did not realize this. Billy.
Yeah, Klein had a show.
It is what it is. What's up, buddy?
None much. Just here, been jobless for the past 3 weeks.
Wow, how did you guys I thought you guys had a cushy gig for a while, the Bud Light Bros. I don't know exactly what you did, but didn't you work in some sort of a box factory making boxes or something?
That's correct, but sadly the plant moved on to another city, and we couldn't move with it.
Oh, so it wasn't that you were underperforming or anything like that. It was literally just the place moved on and you were laid off, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
So are you? And then is the other Bud Light bro still jobless?
Yes, I am.
Oh, they're both there. Hey, it's funny because you would have thought if the Bud Light Bros got fired, it's because they drank 40 beers each every morning and probably oftentimes were hammered at work while listening to our show.
But it had nothing to do with that.
Nothing to do with that, right?
Correct. We are very good employees, very good workers, just that the company relocated if we couldn't go with it.
Is it possible that the company didn't relocate, but you're just so drunk you're at the wrong location?
That could be another possibility.
Is it possible that they didn't relocate and just told you they did?
Could be.
Yeah.
All right.
And so what kind of work do you do? Is it mainly the warehouse stuff, or what's your job experience if you were going to pitch yourself with a resume?
Anything that lets us work with our hands and any hard working gig, we don't mind.
Are you guys a package deal, the Bud Light Bros? Like, could someone only hire one of you, or do they have to hire both Bud Light Bros?
I mean, it would be best if they hired both of us.
Right.
It's like kittens who are bonded.
Right. And do you guys split a salary, or do you need your own salaries? How does that work? Like, does someone get two for the price of one on the Bud Light Bros, or no?
No, we need our own salaries.
Okay.
Have you ever thought of applying for a job at Bud Light?
I don't think they have jobs out here, like at least near us.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there a huge...
that plant, I think, is a Coors plant, I believe.
Oh, okay.
It's a Miller plant.
Miller plant, yeah. Miller. All right.
They would never.
Yeah, these guys are too loyal. They wouldn't do that. Even if they got offered a nice high-paying desk job at a different beer company, these guys...
There's got to be something, though.
All right, so quickly then, we're going to give people... by the way, this is great, because phones are full at KROQ, and it's half of the people are looking for jobs, and half of the people are actually looking to hire. So maybe... just by listening to the radio now, you could find your next opportunity, or if you need someone to work for you, we could have that person in our audience. 10 seconds, Bud Light Bros, to really sell yourselves to anyone who could be hiring out there, because we'd love to find you guys work.
Anything in manufacturing, assembling, building, anything in that realm would be perfect. Anything with power tools, we're the man for it.
Yeah, and we should point out, these guys, one of them at least has a tattoo of our show's logo on their neck. So, like, if that's going to be an issue, like maybe they're not going to be the host or hostess at a restaurant with
there
that
is
thing.
a Budweiser plant in West Van Nuys.
That's what I thought. I thought there was a plant for Bud Light.
I feel like we should get you guys a job there somehow. But that would be dangerous, because they
Even if it's just like Abercrombie where they're greeting you.
Oh, if they stood at the door with their shirts off?
Totally.
It's a great gig. All right, hold on. Hold on, guys. That's the Bud Light Bros. Super fans of the show and good guys, minus all the alcoholism.
323 said, I work for a beer company, so maybe they have some openings. I mean, this is what our goal is, right? To get everyone employed.
You hear someone on the air and you say, you know what? They don't sound like a total degenerate. And those, not necessarily the case for those guys, but for the most part.
They are hardworking, though.
Let me say hi to Kyle, because Kyle is, Kyle, are you looking for a job, or are you looking for an employee?
Looking for an employee.
Look at this. All right, listen closely now. Maybe you hear what Kyle has to say, and you say, I'm up for that job. All right, what is it you're looking for?
Someone that could drive a truck, clean and deliver party rentals.
Party rental delivery.
All right, Bud Light Bros might be the best for a driving job, but I think there are plenty of other people on the phone.
And they would drive. How big is
this?
But
they'll drive fast to get to the party so they could drink.
True.
That's right. That's right. They just couldn't leave the party afterwards. The truck would have to stay the night there. But there's other people that may be up for this job. What does a job like this pay, Kyle? Is it hourly? Is it some sort of an annual thing?
Mostly seasonal, but hourly, yes.
And you need someone that you can count on. They drive the truck. They drop off party rental stuff. That tables, chairs, bars, bounce houses, all that stuff?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Okay.
And that could lift weights, because some of these jumpers are 300 to 400 pounds.
Yep. I got it. And then if you get this job, what are some of the perks? Could you go on the jumper yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you just meet good families and meet good people.
And they tip, I'm sure. They tip as well, right? If the jumper doesn't blow away with the kids inside, they probably give you a nice tip.
Yep. Get a good drink.
All right.
And you get drinks? Wow, that sounds great.
I always like that job, the person who's sitting in the folding chair by the jumper, who's not really paying attention, but just sitting there anyway.
Just making sure that the kids don't die?
Yeah, that's part of it.
I mean, it seems like a pretty self-explanatory job. It's not, like, hugely demanding physically or mentally. It's just about being reliable.
It's driving party rentals all over Southern California. And what does a gig like that? Give me an idea. What does something like that pay?
$60 to $100 a day.
Plus tip.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, hold on.
4 hours to 8 hours. It depends.
All right, hold on. That's Kyle.
I mean, $100 in 4 hours.
I'm going to write that
pay
down.
your employees a little bit more, man. I mean,
well, listen, he doesn't want to oversell now. Maybe there's a signing bonus.
$100 a day for that?
He said 4 hours though. $25 an hour to drive around,
Again,
and plus tip, Omar. That could double. Did you not hear what the guy said? You can jump on the bounce house all you want.
Oh, I forgot that little part.
Did you forget about the folding chair?
Yeah. Did you forget about that part?
310 said, my old next-door neighbor across the street passed away. He used to be the brewmaster at Budweiser, at the Budweiser plant in Van Nuys.
Oh.
So there could be a job opening at Budweiser.
Imagine if the Bud Light Bros got the new brewmaster job there.
Oh, my God.
Be a dream. Lewis, what are you looking for? Or are you looking to hire?
I'm actually looking for a job.
All right, what happened?
I'm a construction worker with 5 years experience. I was doing freelance for about a year, but I want to get back into a company. I like the stability.
I see construction happening everywhere, and I think to myself, man, I wish I was more of a man and knew how to do what those guys are doing, because when I drive home, I just see man after man after man, and they're putting roofs on, and they're lifting heavy stuff.
I'd love to see you in a little vest.
It seems like there's no shortage of those jobs.
Little hard hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what was your specialty in construction? You could do everything, I bet, right?
Yeah, so I'm a one-stop shop, man. Carpentry, industrial roofing, flooring, drywall, insulation, you name it.
Could you build a house all by yourself?
I could, but it'll take me a very long time.
Yeah, with one person, I get it. But I mean, with especially the rebuilding going on after the wildfires, there's got to be a lot of construction companies that are looking to hire.
All right,
so I would
Lewis.
imagine that this guy would have a job by the end of the day.
If you're looking, once again, we're going to connect. If you reach out to us now, the phone's 800-520-1067. You can call, you can text. We got someone, maybe you're a construction company, you're always looking to hire, send us a text. We can get you in touch with Lewis.
If you can't get through on the phones, just text us.
It's the Klein Alley Show Job Fair. We do this from time to time when it feels like people are losing their gigs, and we try to help people out. Tony, what do you do?
I'm a chef.
Oh, Jake's going to hire you.
You know how to make beans?
All right. Hold on. Tony,
make beans.
Tony.
It's literally the only thing you don't have to make.
Tony,
You gotta make it beans.
You open a can.
Tony, you were a chef at a restaurant or a caterer?
Personal chef.
Oh, nice. So you worked for what, a celebrity or a rich person before?
Rich people, yeah.
So how did you lose your job? How long were you with the person that you cooked for last?
Well, I drink too much, but that's not a thing.
Well, that is a thing.
Are you drunk right now?
Well, you answered that question by saying I drink too much, which leads me to believe you do.
Yeah, that is a thing. But you don't believe. But Tony, you don't believe that if you never admit it, it's not true, right? But Tony, you don't believe that's why you lost your job, though.
Correct.
I got it. I know what you're saying.
But
breaking news, it was.
He's making beans again.
All right. If you're looking for
Stop
Tony,
opening so many cans.
Tony, what is your specialties? Maybe there's a person listening now that needs a personal chef, and what is something that you make better than anyone?
Barbecue.
Oh,
I
man. Hold
throw
on.
it down on the barbecue.
All right. There's Tony right there. Tony's looking for a gig. He's a chef.
Okay.
Let me say hi to Anthony. Hold on. We may have our first connection here on the Klein Alley Show Job Fair. Anthony, you're calling about something that we talked about. Yes, go ahead.
Hello, my name's Anthony. I'm calling about that party delivery truck. I used to do delivery for Domino's. So, I mean, if I could deliver pizzas.
You can deliver
like
bounce
truck.
houses.
That is the natural progression. I think you're right. Hold on, Anthony. We'll put you in touch. Look at that, Allie. If we can find
Listeners hiring listeners, I mean, it's a beautiful world.
Hold on, Vanessa, behind the scenes, make sure Anthony gets in touch for that delivery job so he can drop off the bounce houses.
Vanessa, make sure everyone gets hired.
Yeah, hire all these people.
Call him back?
No, just off the air. We don't have time for this on the air. Frank, go ahead. What are you looking for?
Hey, guys. Good morning. Sweet Dibs.
Sweet Dibs, what's up?
I got laid off about over a month ago at a restaurant and bar. I'm a general manager.
Okay.
Was it a chain restaurant bar or one-off?
No, it was a mom and pop shop.
And you've been there for how long?
I was there for over 3 years.
So you're looking for a GM job at a restaurant? That would be ideal?
That would be ideal, but I also try to do voiceover.
Oh, well, you got a good voice for it.
You gotten any gigs?
thank you.
Would we know you from anything?
No, not yet.
Okay, so voiceover /
Let's give us a little audition. What kind of voiceover work, you could do?
Yeah, do like a movie trailer or something.
In a world That's the best I got right now.
You're fired.
That was a horrible demo.
I'm gonna give you a voiceover that I'm gonna give you a voiceover that Allie did, and I'd like to hear your version of the same voiceover. This is a commercial Allie auditioned for.
I rip nasty all day, every day. Say adieu to your PU with Go-Go Gas.
Now let me hear how you would do that, Frank. Go ahead.
I rip nasty.
I like him. He's got it, Allie. He's got something you don't.
He's definitely a good general manager. I'll give him that.
All right, hold on. Yeah, with that delivery of I rip nasty, he'd be great at an Olive Garden.
Welcome to Olive Garden. I rip nasty, and you will too. Come this way.
Johnny, which one are you saying to take? Line 6. Hold on. Hey, Chantal?
Yes.
What's up?
Hi, I'm an HR manager with a construction company. I'm willing to connect with a guy looking for construction.
Look at that.
Fantastic. Perfect.
Love it. We got a listener, 5 years construction, looking for a job. Chantal, thank you for listening. Thank you for calling. Let's connect the two of them. We may have just made 2 jobs happen now.
And we made a lot of work for Vanessa.
A lot. That's the real job we've created. Is Vanessa's job.
I lost track. I don't know.
Oh no, Vanessa.
I lost track a little bit, but I will listen back.
You're going to listen back?
I'm going to keep track of all of this.
This is our job is to find people jobs. That's what we're doing here. It's the Klein Alley Show job fair. So you lost the number of the guy that wants people.
No, I already connected Kyle and Anthony. But
Beautiful.
I lost who the construction people were.
Well, there was a guy who called who wanted a construction job, and now this woman wants to hire him. And then there's a drunk chef you have to find a job for, too.
Okay, cool.
Yes, we give you the final word in this edition of Klein Alley Show job fair, but we could do this again. Are you looking to hire or looking for a job?
I'm looking for a job.
Okay. Why were you recently fired?
Well, I wasn't fired. Sorry. I am preparing to get fired because I work for the federal government. So anytime. I'm going to graduate, though, next week with my master's in social work. So I'm trying to find something master's level. I haven't been in the medical field. I've been in education, nonprofits. Remote since COVID, in person as well, in like shelters with kids mostly. So I'm just trying to expand and grow in different areas that I haven't worked in and just see what's out there.
Man, you're doing the real work.
Yeah,
working in
right
shelters
there.
and things. That stuff is not easy. I'm in awe of anybody who can do that work.
You ever delivered a bounce house before, Yessie, or?
No, but I mean, I can use a side gig. I'm moving out.
All right, hold on.
Good.
That's Yessie. We got a lot more people. I wish we could help you all now. We got to play this one from MyCam.
That sucks when you know you're about to be fired, too.
Well,
she's like, any day.
Any day. Just waiting for that. That's kind of like how we feel. Yep. K-Rock, we're your Klein Alley Show. If you're just joining us this morning, you've already missed a lot. Connected some listeners with jobs, and Jake's super fat. And now you're all caught up on everything that we've had on the show today. We got lots to still get into. Petty Claims Court will be coming up next hour, and Allie recorded some audio of her wife doing something that she claims is now the new most annoying thing that can happen in your own house.
Think of the most annoying hobby anyone can take up.
We'll get to that. That's all coming up, plus your ADD news and your spot on the standby boarding list to see the offspring in Spain, and that is all next.
106.7 KROQ.
A system of mass communication. All manner of entertainment.
Klein Alley Show.
We will send over the air. Famous. We call it
KROQ.
Right there.
So, how long have you been playing?
Since 2004, since it came out.
So you've been playing for 20 plus years, and you still find it that interesting?
It's ever changing, and then they re-released all the original content. So when everybody started complaining that the new stuff's getting boring, they're not creating new things, they re-released the old stuff that we had all the nostalgia for, and everybody went back to that.
When your wife,
they're making small changes.
When your wife said to you at some point, "It's me or World of Warcraft," you clearly made your choice, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Did she give you a chance to like save the marriage and say like, "Look, I'll stay with you, but you got to give up this World of Warcraft"? And you're like, "Sorry, you don't have new levels every week like this does."
No, there was no chance. It was just, hey, I'm not getting enough attention. This other person gives me attention that I so need and desire. So she kind of fell in love with someone else because all my attention was either a work if I was working, and then come home and 12 hours a day World of Warcraft.
And what jobs did you lose?
Oh, man, I've been a general manager of, like, a bowling alley, a general manager of, at the time, a Subway up in Washington.
Oh,
cushy gig.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, where are you at now? Where are you at now in your addiction? Pretty deep still?
I'm on my way home to play World of Warcraft.
Oh, man, you are deep.
Yeah, but you have a job now, right?
Yeah, that's the funny part, because what my job is, you think I could beat my addiction to World of Warcraft.
What is your job?
I'm a substance abuse counselor, so I help people with other addictions.
Man. Do you come clean with them and tell them, like, I get what you're going through?
Oh yeah, I have self-disclosure. They're like, hey, man, like, just because you beat one addiction doesn't mean you're not susceptible to other ones. Because I did overcome a drug addiction in my life, and one of the ways I overcame that is some good friends of mine who actually cared about me bought me a computer in 2004 and bought me World of Warcraft.
Oh, man. Look at that. That's the irony of that.
Let me hand you your next addiction.
Put away the drugs. Get a sweet router. Matt, what are you addicted to?
I am somewhat addicted to sniffing blankets and old T-shirts.
Now, with the blankets, is it the smellier the better, or are you like clean ones?
The smellier the better.
Man.
Like, really, like before my old one got thrown away, I had it since I was a baby. And it just calmed me down.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I smell my blankie every single night.
Yeah, but you still do, Allie?
Yeah, but it's a ratted mess.
Yeah, it is gross.
And I recently found out that the T-shirt that I used to create the blankie is now a vintage T-shirt worth hundreds of dollars.
But Matt, this is an addiction that's kind of a secret addiction, right? This hasn't cost you relationships. This hasn't cost you jobs, has it?
I mean, I just never thought it would be like romantic to, to sniff a blanket with a girl.
It can be. Next.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you're speaking to Allie on this one. Ruben, what is your current?
Stop doing what you're doing.
What is your current addiction? Apparently, we're more addicted to things now than ever before. There's lots of addictions now.
Right now, they're spending my money on Pokemon cards.
And you're buying the packs hoping that you open up and you get one of those valuable ones, or is it buying the ones that already have value, hoping they go up?
Both. I buy singles and then I still buy packs, hoping I get like the good ones.
Because that is the rush. I remember that rush. I haven't bought cards in a while, but the rush that you would open up a pack and get a Shaq Beam Team card, or you'd get some sweet, vintage card. Nowadays, they're putting there's so much talk about, like, they put this, they put a Mike Trout card in a pack randomly, and if you happen to get that card, it's worth, game over, retire time.
We go back to what we were talking about. That's how they're designed.
Right, of course.
They're designed to keep you buying them because you might get something good. It's that same part of your brain.
This card has a piece of Shohei Ohtani's sock in it. It's worth $40 million.
Just saying, you can't sue everybody.
Well, that's where you're wrong.
This
That's
is
what we-
America.
We could sue everybody, and we will. I wish we had time for more of these calls because they're fascinating, but we got to wrap up the show. Turn it over to Nicole Alvarez. Your favorite addiction is about to come to an end next on KROQ. K-Rock, we are Klein Alley Show. In about an hour, we get you on a standby boarding list, so hopefully you can travel to Barcelona, Spain, and see the Offspring. But for right now, let's find out what's going on in the world.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
All right, let me start with some happy news. I'll just play this.
LeBron, open three. Go!
22 seasons, 40 years of age. LeBron James, 50,002 points.
That is LeBron James making history. As you heard, he is the first NBA player to hit 50,000 points in the regular and postseasons, 22 seasons in total. So if he plays one more season, he will have the longest career in the NBA, in NBA history. He's currently tied with Vince Carter at 22 seasons. Then Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Kobe Bryant both have 20 seasons. Shaq has 19. So obviously, when you play a long time, you're going to set records. But even Vince Carter, who LeBron is tied with, scored just 25,000 points over his whole career. So LeBron has doubled that in that
LeBron's a bigger ball hog. That's why.
That's what everyone says.
But that is why.
He's also been better later in his career.
I was just going to say, is LeBron still on par with a lot of the NBA players there, or is it kind of sad now? No, he's still competitive.
Yeah,
wow.
He gets respect, and some people say that other players don't play him as hard because they kind of respect him now. He's the godfather of the league and all that stuff. But
that's not fair.
He's still look. Guy's super talented.
I'm going to be nice to him because he's been here so long.
He's very I understand why people hate him. He's a very hateable guy.
He is?
I think he should have gotten acting awards.
He does a lot of flops.
Oh my God. It's like he is able to fall down and then be like, oh, and then go to the coach or go to the refs and be like, what the hell? And cry. I mean, it's pretty incredible what he's able to do there.
But
there's no records for that.
Well, there probably is. He probably has more flops than anyone else in the history of the NBA as well.
They don't keep track of that stuff,
I bet they do. Someone does.
All right. Trump addressed Congress for the first time officially since he took office. He's done some press conferences and things like that, but this was the big address. He doubled down on his action plan. He said, even if any other country attempts a tariff, we will tariff right back. So he had a lot of things to say. Man. And at one point, I know, it was like, everyone's upset about the tariffs, and he's like, we will do it more. So at one point, there was a representative from Texas that got pretty upset and did kind of there was like a very classic moment where everyone is shouting, and this is what that sounded like before he got thrown out.
Small business optimism saw its single largest one-month gain ever recorded, a 41-point jump.
I do not agree, sir. And the guy who was the representative for Texas had a cane, so he was like shaking the cane.
So cool.
Really?
Yeah, it was like, oh, this is so great. It's like old British Parliament, where they're like...
It was definitely like a hacking cane. This is a heckling cane. This is my heckling cane.
Yeah, totally.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions. That's your warning.
And then you see Vice President Vance do like a kind of gesture in the background going like, get this guy out of here. And then they dragged him out and he was like, you have not seen the last of me. So it was, of course, full of all kinds of fact-checking and all kinds of controversy and things like that, as you would expect. And also...
This was another clip, I think, from it as well.
Let me get my shoes. My dog was taken and used for food.
Yeah.
Blasphemy, Isaiah!
Yeah, some event.
So weird.
Like a WWE.
There was also a moment where he acknowledged a lot of his cabinet and a lot of the people that he's put in charge, including RFK. And RFK, I don't know. I never followed his campaign, so I had never heard him speak before. And he recently, in another press conference, had given an update on the measles outbreak. This is what the Secretary of Health sounds like.
There are 2 people who have died, but we're watching it, and there are about 20 people hospitalized, mainly for quarantine.
I mean, this guy sounds...
That's the SNL bit, right?
No, that's him.
Oh, my God.
And it sounds like he's about to die.
Hold on, he's on our phone right now. Yes, RFK, any care to comment on your performance last night? Mm-hmm. Interesting. And will we be forced to... hello? Are you done? Oh, okay.
He's got a little tickle.
All right.
He's got a little tickle.
Secretary of Health right there.
He also did mention that there's a really popular steroid that works against measles.
Great. So get all jacked up.
That's his solution for things. All right. We've talked to people who need jobs, and every day we hear about more firings. I believe Disney just came out with some news that they're eliminating 200 more jobs from their ABC News group. But if you have a job, is your job making you ugly? There is a new website that aims to help with this. And basically what you do is you put in the information about your job, and there's a little calculator that will consider your job shift patterns and your regular hours, where you work, whether it's day or night, what your stress level and physical activity is, and then it will decide what your aging job index is. So how is it aging you, and how is it affecting the way you look?
Does morning radio make you ugly? Let's go ahead and figure this out. Please say no. Oh,
darn it.
Well, we knew that.
Well, it said do you predominantly work a day shift or night shift, and the options were day shift, night shift, or early morning or late evening. And I was like, that's probably the worst one to pick, right?
Mm-hmm. It's all the above.
Working indoors versus outdoors, how many hours you work in a week. Can you describe your stress levels at work? Are you expected to be available outside of the hours of your job?
Sure.
Are you interacting with harsh chemicals? Do you perform heavy lifting or repetitive physical work? And how many hours are you looking at a screen or sitting?
Every time Jake stands up, it's heavy lifting now. Right, Jake?
God damn it, man.
Get into a brand
Leave the man alone.
Get into a brand new hour of the show. And we do it after this one. Omar's absolute favorite song. 1.4 billion views on YouTube this video has.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
That made someone angry from the 714. What else is new? It's KROQ. We're Klein Alley Show. Welcome to a brand new hour. You guys do a decent job of not pissing me off, considering you're on the air for 4 hours a day. However, I will not stand for LeBron slander.
It wasn't slander.
I actually don't have a personal problem with LeBron. I think that he is a guy that I'm much happier that he's a Laker than playing on another team. But the reality is, I think that he is a very polarizing guy. People love to hate LeBron, but they always love to hate the best. That's how it is.
That's what I was just going to say, is no matter who's leading the game, there's always going to be somebody who's hating who's leading the game.
Still incredible. And personally, when I go to, and Allie invited me to go to the Lakers game with her recently, I went and saw LeBron wasn't playing. I said, not interested. Had LeBron been playing that game, probably would have gone.
Yeah.
Probably would have gone. And I still think the answer is, if you want to play for another 3-4 years, probably could. Someone said he's doing that cryogenic stuff I did. Maybe that's why he's so good at basketball. Maybe if I stood inside that freezing freezer a little bit longer, I'd be better at basketball.
Except he can afford it.
That's
you
true.
Can't.
Mine was a free trial, but they wanted me to come back.
Love the free trial.
Free trial. And then they said, you want more of that? It's going to be $25 every time. I said, that's
My
it.
trial has ended.
Trial's out. We got a lot to get to this hour on the show. Allie has some hidden audio of recorded her wife doing something that she claims is the absolute most annoying thing that your partner can start doing. We will listen to that. That's not it, I don't think. That would be up there.
Are you sure it's not that?
I don't think so. We'll get to that coming up on the show this hour, plus Petty Claims Court to get to. And if you're waiting to get on the standby boarding list to go travel to Barcelona and see the Offspring, you'll have that chance in less than an hour right here on KROQ. Thank you for starting your day with us. If you don't believe us, we are here in the studio, live and in the flesh. And you can check us out as we are streaming currently on YouTube. Just go to KROQ YouTube. I double dog dare you if you've never checked it out before. You got to see Allie's ensemble today. A lot of memes could start right now.
What?
Oh, check it out. It's on YouTube right now. KROQ's YouTube page for your Klein Alley Show, KROQ. on Allie's show. You won't believe this. So I'm glad that Allie hit a microphone to pick this up, because if you had just told me the story, I would have said you're making it up for more airtime.
Well, when your significant other takes up a hobby, sometimes it can take up a lot of their time, and then therefore it takes up a lot of your mental energy. And maybe you hate the hobby that your partner has somehow found a passion for. And this is the case with Katie, because she has taken up adult tapping. This was my night last night.
Now, this is when you were trying to go to sleep. You heard this?
Why did you have to clarify? Sorry, Klein. Adult tapping. This is just tapping, and this sounds exactly what my children were doing years ago.
Yeah, I think your wife is taking up children's tapping as an adult.
No, she's in the advanced section of the adult tap class.
What?
Yes, she started.
That's advanced? What I just heard was advanced?
Well, she's doing it slower than she's supposed to be doing it. This is supposed to be to the tune of the song Happy. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like
this
a
is
room
pretty
without
sad
a roof.
This is nothing happy about it. This is grounds for divorce. I mean, instant divorce. Someone taking up tap dancing?
Well, and then she's only
Practicing
taken it
in your house when you're trying to sleep?
As soon as she got to the class, she was like, wow, I'm the youngest person here. I was like, yeah, duh.
Yeah.
Everybody who takes adult tap classes is like 80. And now she's already corresponding on the side with some old man named Jim, who is taking tap just as often as she is. But
tap that ass, Jim, right?
Right, Jim?
Jim knows what I'm talking about.
So now she's decided that she really wants to apply herself and get better, because she took tap for a long time when she was younger, and she wants to get back at it.
Man.
And she even said she wanted to invest in a practice board.
I don't get these people that think to themselves. They get like a little bit, later in life or, further along, and they go, I never understood. When I was 6, I was great at archery. I should start doing that again.
Why is that bad, though?
It's just a weird thing.
You're retraining your brain that it already learned something, and you're bringing it back, and you're finding your joy again.
What did you say yesterday? Is that people are constantly miserable because they're constantly searching for what?
Happiness.
That's right. Everyone's trying to be happy. So they're going, when was I last happy? And she's going, well, I was a good tapper back in the day because you were a child.
Klein, clearly, neither of us are looking for happiness.
No, we're not. We've given up. But listen to this. I mean, that's not the sound of happiness. It's the sound of happy.
Sounds like ping pong.
Holy crap, how long does this go on for?
Oh, this was,
wait, you're going to hear Allie confront her, which is so funny.
Because I was trying to sleep, and I was upstairs going, is there something stuck in the dryer? What is going on? And then I got out downstairs, and I saw her in the mirror tapping.
So she didn't really even know what this was.
On our new floors, by the way.
This is when Allie confronts, because you had to get new floors because your place flooded and everything. So
yeah.
good use of new floors. So here's Allie confronting her wife.
You scared me.
Does she always say you scared her when you show up? Or
It's you again!
She grabbed a bunch of garlic to try to keep Allie away, but here we go.
How's the floor looking? Well, scuffed up.
Allie's so pissed. Scuffed up.
What does she think it's going to do? Oh, my God.
Yeah. And, what a BS thing to say. How's the floor looking? Bad. There's scuffs all over the floor.
What are you, like in your jammies all angry now?
I am in my jammies.
Face paint on or whatever? Like one of those those green masks or whatever?
No, I had an overnight mask.
Are you going to clean it every night or? No. Okay. This will be my Katie spot. This will be the dance space? Yeah. That's going to start looking at something here that says tap area.
So she wants to create her own little tap area in the middle. What is this, your living room?
Oh, it's right when you walk through the door.
Oh my
When
God.
you walk through our front door, there's a little corner
before
you make a right and kind of enter the.
It's now the dance area.
She wants to make it the Katie tapping.
Yeah, when people walk in, when they walk into our house, it shows what there's a mini stage. This is where I dance.
She can greet him now.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, welcome to my house. Come on a step, I'll change.
Allie is so mad about this situation.
But I'm also jealous because I used to tap.
Yeah, but then as Allie tries to confront her further, Katie just decides to drown her out with more tapping. Sounds like Allie's impression of a gun. It's almost the same exact thing. Yeah, it's really the same.
I just don't know the count on everything. On everything. Well, you can't tell.
Wow. Well, I mean, you got to deal with this. This is something that would not stand.
Did you ever bring up, hey, I'm trying to sleep, but could you knock it off?
Well, she's wondering when the best time for this is.
Never.
Because during the day, she's working.
You know the
and
best
then
time for
at
this was? In
night, we're
1992
sleeping.
when she was a child. That's when the best time for this was. Not any time of the day.
Well, I said, you know what? If you're going to do this, you need to be able to clean up after yourself because we can't stand for this just being an every night thing in our house now. Or you need to find some way to silently do it or do it in the garage.
That's not nice. That last part shuffles that heel.
Oh.
And then I don't know what comes after that. No, there definitely is always a drag, some kind of drag.
Allie got caught up in the showmanship of it all. Hold on.
No, because there's always, she's
Buffalo,
drag. When she
Buffalo.
does another drag, it makes another mark.
This whole thing's a drag.
And she's like, step drag, step drag. Shut up.
All right, well, there you have it. This is Allie confronting her wife. There's no worse thing to be woken up to than that. Someone.
And then it's called a Shirley Temple. That's another. What, is that from just now? I think so. It's more of these digs you should be concerned about.
Oh my God, so your floor's ruined.
Well, the other thing is,
I don't want to be concerned about anything. Drag. More drags.
I mean, it's almost like she's testing you, is what it feels like.
well, and she also wants to show me her performance. Like it's like a mini recital at
Oh,
my
my
house every
God.
time she gets home, and she's working on the same combination every single week.
Allie, are you sure you didn't walk in on her? It sounds more like ass clapping than tapping.
Oh, stop it.
Well, there you have
Because I'm clappy.
Donald, we got to take a break. What's up, dude? Quickly.
Good morning, guys. So I don't promote divorce, but she needs to respect you a little bit more when you're trying to sleep and she's out tap dancing and scuffing up floors. I hate to say it, but you know. Anyway, love you guys.
What are you saying?
That's all right. We know what you're
Well,
saying.
he hates to say it, so.
He hates to say it. He's not gonna say it.
Divorce.
We have a petty claims court to get to in a moment involving two coworkers that are feuding over something far too petty for small claims court. You will become a jury, and we need you to help us try this case. It's a good one. We'll do that next.
Join the Mile High Club.
Heck yeah, let's go. Well, how would you like to join the Mile High Club?
Oh my God, thank you,
It's the KROQ Mile High Club. Get lucky and see your favorite KROQ bands in places all over the world. Destination 7. Go emo while exploring the Gothic Quarter. Take a dip at one of the best beaches in the world. And snap a selfie with a Picasso. When you flamenco dance your way to see The Offspring. In Barcelona, Spain.
This is Dexter, and I'm Noodles from The Offspring, and I'm reading this, can't you tell?
Listen to 9, Noon, 3, and 6 and instantly win tickets to their show at the Kia Forum August 29th. You'll get on the standby boarding list to see him again in Barcelona. Courtesy of Live Nation and Concord Records.
You're listening to the world famous KROQ.
From Monster Tour Water, straight up water, nothing else. Visit monstertourwater.com to find a store near you.
Punk in the Park presents Lucky Punks, St. Patty's.
It's KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. This technically, I think, is maybe in the category of comedy on the podcast. Like, I'm not even sure how the show is categorized. Jake, how do you
The
put it?
Bear is a comedy.
Yeah, I guess if The Bear is a comedy, this could be a comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not...
It's just so sad that you're like, but it's kind of funny.
People do tell us from time to time, hey, I was having a bad morning, you guys made me laugh, made me happy, so I guess technically that makes this a comedy, or people laugh at us. I'm not really sure if it can be a comedy if we're just being laughed at and mocked, whatever, and we do
It's
laugh.
a comedy for other people. For us, it's a tragedy.
Right. You're listening to a tragedy of a radio show that becomes a comedy for you, and every once in a while we attempt to make jokes on the show, to make it a funny show, to actually be a comedy show.
And I don't think I know you wouldn't consider yourself a comedian, would
No,
you? Me
no.
neither.
God, no.
Jake considers himself to be a stand-up comedian, and sometimes he works out his material live on the air, and it does not work.
So it's time for the return of the bad joke off. These are all jokes that were said over the airwaves of KROQ. We wish they were not. Apologies in advance. You will determine and help us determine which one is the worst of the bad jokes. Now, these jokes, I guess when people said them out loud, they thought they would be funny in their head. They're like, this is going to be funny. This is going to hit.
I'm going to find my moment. I'm going to boom. Strike.
And yesterday, we got reminded about this when we were talking about the hurricane, and the name Milton was not a great name for a hurricane. And then Jake said this, and it really silenced the room. But this was from yesterday's show.
Yes, you get a warning, and you can get out safely, evacuate, and find somewhere. But then you have to pack up all your stuff, find a place to stay. I'm sure it's really hard to find a place to stay in that amount of time.
Different names to make it sound scarier.
Well, the name
Instead of numbers?
You're saying Milton is not scary enough?
Milton's not scary.
Right.
Maybe Mama Jamma or something.
Right. Good point. Yes.
Tell that to this weatherman.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll appreciate that. He's going to start crying again. Here's that joke. So that was apparently an attempt at a joke. I don't know.
I liked it.
I don't think Omar liked it. I don't want to put words in Omar's mouth, but I know the noise Omar makes when he likes something, and that's more than that was him.
That was like, what are you doing? Laughter.
And listening back, I thought it was Mama Jamma. You said Mama Jamma.
Yeah.
Which is even weirder.
Yeah, even worse.
Mama Jamma.
So the first nominee in the bad joke off is shockingly not even that. That was just a setup for it. These are
that was just reminded us that we need to do it again.
3 jokes. They're all apparently bad.
3 whole jokes, huh?
You're going to hear 3 different jokes. The first person nominated in the bad joke off is Jake the Nerd. And it's a joke he made about the always funny subject of drinking and driving.
Oh! I don't remember this.
Well, consider this a tragic look back at a joke that was made on the radio from Jake the Nerd.
Having a burger just picked up at McDonald's and also having a beer on my lap.
Okay,
well, let's not. The beer is a problem, maybe, but how are you?
The weed's okay?
Yeah, the weed's okay.
Yeah, don't drink and drive. You might spill your drink.
Hey, thanks, Jay. Oh, hilarious shirt available at the
This
Venice
comedy
Boardwalk.
show got canceled last night.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Eric, let me ask you.
Oh,
so that
my
was
God.
Jake
It'll be a
going.
good T-shirt.
It already is a T-shirt, I guarantee
It is one of those dumb T-shirts that you look at when someone wears it. You go, "Wow, they thought that was funny enough to buy." That says, "Don't drink and
I got
drive."
it for Christmas.
You could spill your drink.
I feel like that joke is so old, and
So
that's what
old.
makes this joke so bad. Is like, what? Did you think that was original? Did you think you had just thought
of
of
course
it?
not. No, it's even like a No Effects song.
Okay. All right. Well, there's your first nominee for bad joke off. Don't drink and drive. You could spill your drink. And you heard it. I mean, we're all having a good time. We're all having a laugh, and we all just.
I feel like you'd find that on a Father's Day card.
Yes, you definitely would. And even the father would be like, "Eh, really?"
I could do better.
Your second nominee in the bad joke off was a joke that Klein made. Great. This was Allie talking about sex and what people are thinking about while they're having sex, I guess. And I made a bad joke, so here we go. Thanks. Allie, what do you believe the number one common thought people have while having sex?
I think it's to-do lists.
To-do lists, not who-do lists, which they're in the
Exactly.
middle of.
While you're doing someone else, you're thinking what you have to do after that.
That's interesting. I've got my to-go list going.
What's great is that you're smiling and laughing at your own
I
self.
did it so Jake would boo, and I knew it would happen. And he booed. Jake, joke number 2 is the to-go list.
I think that one's especially bad because you also made a who-do list before, like you made a weird who-do list joke before the to-go list joke. So you were trying to make multiple to-do list puns, none of which worked.
Well, I thought if I did enough of them, one would hit.
A who-do list or a to-go list.
Hey,
It's
listen,
like, all right,
I think that
that's enough.
people do have a list of people that they'd like to do while if they're having sex with someone they've been with for a while, they maybe have a running list of other people they're thinking about. That's cool. That's called a who-do list. You know
Then
that?
what is the to-go list?
That was just a bad joke. I don't know. I don't stand by that. I don't think. And your final nominee is Allie.
No.
Believe it or not. This was, I think we've said in this clip that this is the worst joke that was ever told on the history of the show.
Oh.
But we were talking about the different types of parties you go to as an adult. And somehow someone brought up housewarming parties. And Allie made this joke. And boy, is this a room silencer. Maybe when you turn 50, that's a big party.
Housewarming party?
That's kind of lame. That's like you show up and you bring someone a plant. Here's a fern,
That
happy
sounds
house.
nice.
And by the way, nowadays, if you have enough money to buy a house in Southern California, no one should be bringing you anything to your party. You should be giving people stuff.
And it's LA, so your house is already real warm.
So we got 1, 2, 3. That was the worst joke of the show so far. By the way, I think that may have been the worst joke in the history of the show. Write it down, Jake, for the bad joke off. All right, Allie.
You don't need to housewarm. It's a housewarming party in a warm house. Joke. It's kind of funny when you think about it. It's a thinker.
It's definitely not
It's a think
thinker.
piece. It'll sit with you.
Three bad jokes.
Keep tapping your forehead like that.
Three bad. I didn't even play the Intuit joke Allie made because
I
we
stand by the Intuit joke. That's
sold
a
out
great
21
joke.
Pilots tickets. You can go to the Intuit Dome. Apparently, their grand opening last night was not a massive success.
Into it. More like can't get into it. Thank you, Vanessa.
I got you.
Get ready.
Let's just go home. All right, that one is not nominated.
I'm not even getting a laugh from Omar. I'm getting a like pain.
Painful noise. So you have to decide who wins this round of the bad joke off. Is it the to-go list? Is it the housewarming party? No need to have a housewarming party because the houses in Southern
Already
California are already warm. That was a weather joke. Or is
I really should stay away from anything weather related.
Yeah. Or is it Jake's
Classic.
Don't drink and drive?
Reprising a classic.
559 said, at 35 years old, I've never heard the Jake joke ever in my life.
It's still
that
not.
you may spill your beer.
It's still not a good joke, though.
Classic.
It's not classic.
Yes, it is.
I think even though it's not eligible, your Mama Jammer one may win this whole thing.
I stand by it.
I think Mama Jama is the winner.
All right. People are suggesting on the text line we throw out the people we have on the phone for petty claims court and immediately get Allie's tap dancing wife on and let them battle it out all over the place.
Excuse
again.
me, she is napping.
It's her nap time. We can't bother nap time. It's nap time and tap time. Those are her two times of the day.
Napping and tapping. That's
all
what
she
she's
does.
doing.
We got petty claims court to get into in a moment. You will instantly be converted to a jury. It's jury duty. We need you to listen closely to the case you're about to hear and give us your votes on the text line at 800-520-1067. We've got a couple of coworkers that are feuding about something petty, but also something that I bet you've dealt with. It's time for petty claims court.
In the legal system, cases are tried from Supreme Courts to small claims court. But what about stuff that's too small for small claims court? This is petty claims court.
All right, let's say hi to Matt, who is upset with his coworker for something, and we'll find out what he's being accused of. Matt, you are the prosecution in this case, and then we'll bring on the defense in a moment, which is your coworker. What's up, Matt? Good morning.
What's going on, guys? Good morning.
All right.
Morning.
Well, obviously things are...
Did you mean plaintiff?
That's right.
I was like, that doesn't sound right, but all right, I'm just going to let it go.
I don't.
Sounds a little rough,
I'm
guys.
not a lawyer. I didn't go to law school. Clearly, Matt. Why don't you tell us what your coworker Daniel is
Isn't
doing?
your dad a lawyer, though?
Yeah, but not a good one. I don't think.
Oh, come on. He's probably a good one.
I don't know the
So
answer
we
to
work-
that.
We work in an office. He's in marketing. I'm in accounting. It's not just happening to me. We have several coworkers, actually, that their lunches have gone missing, including my Erewhon sandwich. I had a Jimmy John sandwich go missing and a Panda Express. I just want to add in, too, I recently moved back home. You know, times are kind of tough. I'm 35 years old. So my mom has been making my lunches sometimes, and she goes all out. She's Italian, and I'm getting, like, shopping bag-sized lunches, these huge stack lunches that have gone missing, and we finally found out who the culprit is. It's my coworker, Daniel, who's going around like it's a buffet and just choosing what he wants daily and taking people's lunches.
And you're all over the map with your lunches. You started with Erewhon, then you went Jimmy John's, then Panda Express, and now homemade lunches. But your mom, I would assume, is a good cook.
She's a pretty good cook.
How do you know for a fact, before we bring on this defendant, that he is the culprit? Did you do a hidden video thing, or did you find him eating your...
There's actually an in-office Ring camera, and we caught him walking away with my Jimmy John's and then someone else's, I think it was a Subway sandwich.
Oh.
And we have it on camera, actually. I could even submit it if we needed to.
I would like to look at that for evidence. Bailiff, go take that video, please.
Also, how do we not have a Ring camera in our company kitchen?
Well, we talked about putting the Ring camera in our fridge here when Beer Mug was stealing all the food, but he always defended it by saying he wasn't stealing it. He said stuff was about to get thrown out, so he was just eating it before it became garbage.
Well, and some people have different rules with company kitchens. Like, there's a couple people in the KNX side that just kind of believe that if something is in the fridge, it's for everybody, and they will make food for everybody. Everybody kind of shares everything. But I don't know if those rules have been established in this workplace.
Also, there's some areas, and I don't know how it is where you work, but there's areas that are considered community. For instance, if anything gets put down on the table, even if someone's just cooling off their own lunch, as soon as it hits the community table, it's first come, first serve.
Right, but if it's in a certain section and labeled, that's different.
But clearly, Matt, I mean, you're bringing your lunches in a bag that say, if your mom's making them, she write your name on the bag too?
Actually, yeah, she's done that a couple times. It's embarrassing.
All right, let me say hi to your coworker. Let him defend himself for a second if this is actually the case, because I don't actually think this is petty. To me, this is like grand larceny. You're taking,
it's just legitimate stealing.
You're taking lunch from other people.
And bullying.
Yeah.
And, I take it pretty serious because I was one of those kids who, growing up, I had to put in my number when everyone's getting cool stuff like pizza and whatever, and I was getting like that fish sandwich from the school for free.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty upset.
All right, let me say hi to Daniel. Daniel, you've been accused of stealing not only Matt's lunches, but other coworkers' lunches as well. How do you plead?
To be honest, I think this is kind of crazy. Like, I was always in the assumption that it was a community fridge. I mean, when I got hired, they were talking about, like, synergy and working together and all that. And, like, I don't know. Like, this is kind of news to me.
Well, they did say synergy. So.
Yeah. When you got hired, they mentioned the word synergy, and you thought that meant you could eat anything in the fridge?
Well, I mean, no one told me not to. It was just kind of like there. And to be honest, I kind of feel a little upset that they put a Ring camera there. Like, I feel like it was an era of mistrust in the office space.
Daniel, serious question now, because you do sound, I mean, I'll take you at your word that you sound like you're almost like you're blindsided by this claim against you. So you didn't think that at any point when you were eating lunches, it said Matt on the bag, that those were intended for Matt?
I mean,
he just reversed the bag. He didn't want to see it.
Well, I mean,
you reversed the bag?
I'm just trying to get a sense.
He looked away from the name.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a sense of if I take him at his word that he really thought that it was a community fridge. Have you ever brought anything, Daniel, to supply to the community fridge?
Once. He did once. He brought Costco pizza, which is like $9.
Yeah, but
compared to my Erewhon sandwich.
Right.
Daniel, you admit that you usually, like 90% of the time, you're eating the food and not bringing it.
I wouldn't say it's like 90% of the time. It's like a couple times. I think Matt's just kind of being a little dramatic.
Now, what do you think, when you are stealing or taking the food from the fridge, are you eating the entire thing, or are you saving half of the Jimmy John's for Matt?
The entire thing. Yeah, the entire thing.
Right. So the synergy / community fridge is true, but when you find something you want, you take it. And it's not just Matt's lunches you've taken, it's other employees there as well?
He left the chips. He did leave the chips.
Ah, that's interesting.
Oh, it's a point in his defense.
Well, in a moment, the text line will determine who wins and who loses this battle. It seems pretty open shut to me, but if you're just joining us, Petty Claims Court, Matt has accused his coworker Daniel of taking unlimited lunches and treating the entire company kitchen / refrigerator like it's his own personal feed bag. He claims, Daniel claims, he thought it was a community refrigerator, and he's not doing it to try to steal. And in fact, he's offended, almost hurt that they felt the need to hide a Ring camera to capture him eating all the lunches. Are you a big guy, Daniel? Like Jake Big, or?
Don't know. I'd say like normal, slightly hefty, but. You know.
Okay.
I mean, there is a rule too. On Fridays, they clear out the fridge. So if he's just taking it on Friday, I'm like, okay, no big deal. I forgot. I took off early. I forgot my lunch. But it's happening like Wednesday, Monday. You know, that's not clear out the fridge day.
So Matt, how many days a week do you think your food is getting stolen by Daniel?
Well, it kind of rotates. It's either mine or someone else's. But we kind of got together. We put the camera up. Actually, I think we didn't even buy it for the office. Someone brought it from home. And we finally caught him. And he's taking mine. He's taking a few other coworkers. So he's kind of got a routine, like a schedule. Like, hey, I'm going to take Matt's Monday. As Susan's on Tuesday and Ben's on Wednesday.
Susan's
So you
lunch
guys
is
get pretty
definitely
much every
terrible.
day.
What's that?
She always has tuna fish.
Lean cuisine every day.
Yes, lean cuisine, exactly.
Why would
Or Hot
anyone
Pockets.
just talk to me about it?
All right. All right.
This whole thing.
All right. I see you're upset now that you've been put on blast on petty claims court and never just pulled aside and said, "Hey, dude, I see you've been eating all my sandwiches."
Yeah, but Daniel, you should be happy that he didn't do what 818 did to their coworker, which was put a bunch of bait food in the fridge and then put laxatives in it.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
I know. Wish you could go back.
Cubes in Susan's fish sandwich or something for
All
me.
right,
Yeah.
let's do this. Let's give you guys each 10 seconds closing arguments. The jury will vote, although it's already...
We don't know who's going to win.
It could go either way, but maybe there's some other point Daniel would like to make to defend himself, because he really does... Either he is, like, completely aloof to the way society works, or he really does believe, because he heard the word synergy, that every food was available for him to eat, and he did bring a Costco pizza one time, so... It's kind of like that take a penny, leave a penny. Guy left 1 penny once. Now it's just take. Matt, we'll give you the first 10 seconds of closing arguments before we'll officially turn this over to the jury. Go ahead.
All right. I just want to say that, gas is expensive. Eggs are expensive. Buying lunch now is, even at a fast food place, is at least $15. So taking my lunch is just wrong.
10 seconds
unless
well used. Your time is up. Daniel, you have 10 seconds to try to defend yourself and sway the jury. However you'd like to use that 10 seconds. The time is yours. Go ahead.
I think Matt's just being a little dramatic. He kind of just does this in the office. He's always saying drama. Like, he took my stapler last month. I didn't say anything about it. Like, that's also personal property. I think he's just being a little
What did he
dramatic.
do last month?
He took your what?
Took my stapler, takes like all my...
I took your
supplies.
stapler. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that is just egregious.
Ooh, that's
I
an
think that
interesting-
definitely undid everyone on the text line's opinion.
All right.
The death penalty.
10 seconds is over. So thank you for making your case. The jury, we need you now. First 100 votes will determine who wins or who loses. You voting for Matt or you voting for Daniel? In the case of the stolen workplace lunches, we'll come back after this one from Never Ender, Justice, Tame Impala, and we will find out who wins and who loses the petty claims court battle this week. The jury and the gavel. By the way, where's my gavel, guys? Get that gavel in here. You need it once a week. Come on. The exciting conclusion of this exciting edition of Petty Claims Court.
In the legal system, cases are tried from Supreme Courts to small claims court. But what about stuff that's too small for small claims court? This is Petty Claims Court.
Ollie, smash that gavel so we can make this official. Gavel says everything. There it is. About to announce the verdict in this case. Once again, we met Matt. He accused his coworker Daniel of stealing not only his, but multiple people's lunches from the community fridge. Daniel claims he thought it was a Synergy fridge and that all food was available for the eating, and he's even provided food. And that Matt is just a drama causer in the workplace and likes to create big issues where there are no issues.
Well, according to 818, Synergy my ass, off with his head.
Well, look, I mean, if you bring a lunch, you know you spend most of the day thinking about that lunch, excited to eat that lunch.
It's the best part of your day.
The thing you look forward to most. It gets you through the first 4 or 5 hours of the day. And then when you go there, you're like, that's weird. I know I left it here. And then when it's just gone, that's one of the worst feelings ever. It really is.
A lot of people obviously are in Matt's corner here, but 818 said, I actually vote for Daniel simply because Matt should have talked to him face-to-face before trying to bring this to Petty Claims Court and installing a Ring camera without his knowledge.
Hey, Bobby, you're on KROQ. Who are you voting for?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, I'm voting for Matt. Dan, you're a horrible person, man. Everybody in the office ought to punch you in the stomach for stealing lunches.
All right. That's an interesting... we have not announced what the punishment will be yet, but maybe, yes, everyone does line up and punch him in the stomach. That's a possibility. Corey, go ahead. You're on KROQ. Your vote?
Not all the way, because, Daniel, it's just wrong for you to steal other people's food. What if someone's on a special diet? That's not cool.
That's interesting, yeah. Guy could be eating someone else's keto or something like that.
If he has a special diet, he's a nerd, okay?
Right, I got it.
No. 949 said about 10 years ago, my coworker sued our company because they wouldn't do anything to the person stealing his food. It had gone on for over a year, and he ended up winning $50,000 in court.
Man, it's a lot of lunches. All right, let's bring Matt back on the show. Matt, you feel like you've made all the points you need to make, so we're going to announce the ruling in a moment, and you understand. Daniel, Matt... Rulings here on Petty Claims Court are final, and once we read them out loud, there's nothing we can do to change anything. There will be a consequence, and you both of you verbally accept what that will be in advance, yes or no?
I accept. This is Matt.
Yes, I accept.
Daniel as well. All right, Allie, whenever we're ready now, go through some of them. I know you've been tabulating. Well over 100 votes came in very quickly in this one,
yeah,
so here
I know.
we go.
It was very heated. I mean, there were so many votes for both, but I'm just scanning and seeing 805 get the rope, 213 sentence Daniel to death, 562 fire that thief, you never know what else he's stealing, 562 what a scumbag, I would beat your ass in the employee parking lot, and 714 said Daniel is 100% guilty and should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law to Guantanamo Bay with him.
Wow.
So I tried to find anybody supporting you, Daniel, except for a couple of random people in the 909. Matt, you have run away with this Petty Claims Court.
I mean, I figured people from 909 would support him.
Daniel, wow, now he's taking down he's going all against Omar's army of the dirt people. How dare you? All right, well, listen.
Aimed at Pomona.
Daniel, you have lost this Petty Claims Court. The ruling here is that you must provide a very elaborate, catered lunch as a show of good faith to all of the coworkers whose food you have stolen. And that will be a nice spread that you will be providing as a way of saying, hey, here's some Synergy, bitches.
Gotta make peace.
Gotta make peace. It's the only way to do it. The only way to repay someone for eating their food is by giving them even more food. That's the only way to do it.
And it has to be Erewhon.
Oh, what can you price
Matt?
You're going to have to get a second job.
I'll do it. I'll man up. I'll do it.
All right, thank you for that. It doesn't have to be Erewhon. That's crazy. It could be anything. You can go back more.
Mrs. Rent.
All right, yeah, that's crazy. Thank you guys for bringing your case here to Petty Claims Court. If you have an issue you're dealing with, no matter how small it may seem, this one I would argue was hovering just past the point of petty.
Oh, yeah.
So if you need us...
clearly, because other people have sued their companies.
I agree. If you need us to settle it over the airwaves at KROQ, you can always slide in our DMs, Klein Alley Show, or leave a message on the GOAT line, 844-956-GOAT. We're back in a second with your ADD news, and then your spot on the standby boarding list to travel to Spain and see some offspring, and that is next.
Klein Alley Show. The best way to start your day. Not counting drugs, sex, or breakfast burritos.
KROQ.
If KROQ Klein Alley Show. One of the many things we got into this week, which I hate to even bring up again, is the fact that my wife, after talking to a friend of hers, the friend of hers, I guess, had put one of their poorly behaved kids, into an etiquette class to learn the basics of manners when sitting at the dinner table, primarily.
Which I will just say, even though I don't know this person, I'm sure her kids hate her for that.
Yeah, probably. And I made it through my life without going to an etiquette class. And look at me, Allie.
I'm looking.
I'm a joy to dine with.
We've got both of our elbows on the table as we speak.
Right now. Elbows on the table seems like an old school. I think when you look at the history of that, it's probably dated back to like scurvy or something that we don't even have anymore.
That's all etiquette is old school stuff.
Yeah, like etiquette, I feel like we've evolved. And I understand that, yes, we are, I think Jimmy Kimmel just got back from Japan, and he went into this whole rant about how kind of disgusting America is. Now it's a big joke now to the rest of the world because he goes to these other cities that are like clean and they're like, almost pristine.
Japan and Singapore and all
right.
that, they're very clean.
And that we should be able to do that in the sense that there is America does make a lot of money, but for some reason we just don't know how to spend it, or our political system is broken, or whatever you want to say. But he's been to a major city and seen what an actual clean, crime-free city feels like, and then you kind of come back to Southern California and it just looks like it's getting, just more disgusting by the day. Is etiquette a part of that? I don't know. I think it's a part of the unraveling of culture, sure, but
younger generations too are mannerless. I was reading an article about that.
And
listen, they're just throwing it out the window.
And this is why she said, let's just stop this now. We don't want to be the people. So she said we should do an etiquette class. I said no. We did a little quiz on the air. Turns out all of us don't know how to act in these situations, at least based on traditional etiquette. And then a couple of listeners said, why don't you have Klein ask his kids these questions and see how they do? Maybe they do great on the quiz and they don't actually need the etiquette at all. So I did ask my kids some of the questions we talked about on the show.
Oh, like what do you do if somebody farts in front of you?
Yeah,
what were some of the other ones? I forget. It was like,
it was like, what are the most important rules
about when you eat
sitting at the table and this and that. So I did ask them, and they gave me their answers. Now I don't think they need etiquette class based on these answers. Etiquette question, guys, because I took a quiz on etiquette, and Mommy wants us to take etiquette class. If someone farts and then they say, "Excuse me," what are you supposed to say? Now, we learned that there is an answer to this, and if someone does...
Again, this is like drunk, slurry Klein at home. I'm
not drunk. I'm tired. I'm not drunk. I'm tired because...
It's an etiquette class.
And then they say, "Excuse me, what are you supposed to say?"
Maybe run away because it stinks.
So, once again, that's not what you're supposed to do.
I would love it if everyone did that.
But
in society.
Society, you're supposed to acknowledge the person took credit, and you kind of just smile at them and say,
You're supposed to smile and nod.
In a nonverbal way, you're supposed to basically say, "Thank you for taking credit."
I acknowledge your excuse me.
Right. But I thought my kid had a better answer.
Totally. Just running away is so funny.
Maybe run away because it stinks.
So she's, once again, I think that she's thinking...
How that stinks?
So the other child, this is the 5-year-old now, also had a answer for this question as well. This is all part of etiquette. If I farted right now, Sienna, and said, "Excuse me," what would you do?
You farted today.
That is the best. Telling somebody about their farts,
right?
That's a class act.
I
in
was
my
just trying to get the answer for the question, and
speaking of, you're disgusting.
She didn't have to rat me out. But.
You farted today.
Okay, thank you.
So direct.
And you didn't say excuse me.
So clearly,
now everyone in the house is laughing.
Yeah, now I've become the punching bag of the family.
And you didn't say excuse me.
Okay, great, thank you. So the next question in etiquette class
to see if you said thank you.
Yeah, I said thank you after she insulted me. See, that's good etiquette. I'm learning, right? Great, thank you. So the next question in etiquette class to see if we need this or not.
Hey, shut up.
Okay, that's not nice etiquette right there. You didn't say that. She didn't want to do the quiz anymore.
She just told you to shut up.
She told me to shut up in the middle of the question. She was not happy to do the quiz about etiquette, and whatever. I don't think she's wrong here. No one wants to do the etiquette. My wife isn't even planning going. She wants to send me and the kids to learn.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You were making this point yesterday where people are they're as mean as they've ever been, but they're usually mean online. And your daughters are nice enough to be mean to your face.
And that's important that they learn that early.
It is.
I think. You want to be confrontational at a young age. What is a nice way to say to someone that you are no longer interested in hearing their story?
Sorry, but your story doesn't really sound that interesting anymore. So I wouldn't really like to hear it anymore. So bye.
Let's save that for all future purposes of the show.
It'll be used every time Allie asks a question on the show moving forward. All right, so listen, I think...
I'm in the middle of a story.
Hey, but that's a nice way to say it. Listen, your story's just not that interesting anymore, so goodbye.
You know, I feel
bye.
like Vanessa would say something like this.
She does.
She totally would.
She can use etiquette
she
class.
broke it off with a guy after a first date. She was like, hey, you know what?
Not feeling you.
I'm not feeling you. Sorry.
Goodbye.
Nope, I'm not doing anything.
Okay, great. And finally...
She passed on the question.
She's passed. She's now not doing the game anymore. She doesn't want to be a part of this radio show. I don't blame her. What are the three most important...
I see your phone there.
Yeah. What are the three most important manners to have at the table?
1, no elbows on the table.
Nice.
2, don't cross your legs, cross your knees. 3...
Cross your knees?
I don't know.
Does she know
I think she's
the
trying
body
to say
parts?
cross... She learned from Johnny. I think she's saying cross your legs.
Cross your ankles, not your knees?
I think she's trying to say that. I don't even know what that is. I think I taught her that as a sex thing. I was like, just cross your legs, keep them crossed.
2, don't cross your legs, cross your knees. 3, have your mouth closed when you're chewing.
Great.
4, eat with a fork. Don't eat like a dog or with your hand. And
see?
Yeah, that's probably it.
That's a great answer.
That's good etiquette right there.
She doesn't do any of those things, but she knows.
She knows. At least she knows.
And that was my point yesterday, is that people know the rules of the road, but it doesn't mean they follow them. They choose what to do.
Right. There's no rules of the table?
Nothing.
You just don't want to do it.
And don't talk about mean things. Like, I hate you, or you're dumb, or you're
Is she pretending to be a dumb person?
She's doing impression of a dumb person.
Dumb, or you're sexy.
Whoa.
You can't talk about that stuff. Inappropriate stuff. That's what she's trying to say. You don't talk about inappropriate stuff at the table.
Wait, Dad.
What is something you should never say at the table? Okay.
Oh my God.
All right, well, she's right. Those are things you don't say at the table. See?
What is your dinner conversation that they know all this stuff?
The problem...
Are you saying F it and S during your...
No.
And you're sexy during dinner?
No, but that's why we talk about...
She obviously knows all the things you're not supposed to talk about for a reason.
Well, this is the problem with etiquette, is that it has now led to terrible etiquette. It's gotten way worse.
Your whole family is like, you're dumb, you're sexy,
I never
F you.
I never heard the F word at my table once until just then.
This was all over dinner?
Yeah.
So you were recording this audio while you were eating dinner. That's horrible etiquette.
Well, I was trying to... You guys said...
Your phone's at dinner?
All right. Take a quick break.
She's right. F it, man.
F it. That's right. Quick break. Back in a second. Al, your story's boring me. Goodbye. KROQ,
Klein Alley Show in less than 5 minutes. Get you on that standby list. Send you all the way to Spain to see the Offspring, plus tickets to see them right here at the Kia Forum for a show coming up in August. That is happening in your near future. But first, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
These days, whenever the weather changes, it is extreme. We can never get mild wind or mild rain anymore. And yet another storm is hitting us today. It starts around noon. Could be gusty winds, hailstorms, thunderstorms, and even a remote chance of weak tornadoes. Which,
What?
if we're going to get a
Come
tornado,
on.
I want a real one. I don't want a weak-ass tornado.
Don't say that. You don't want a real one.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, stop it, Allie.
All right, well, don't all jump in against me at once. Wouldn't it be kind of cool if we had one?
No.
Have you not experienced what we've all gone through the last few months living here?
I'm not saying like that.
I don't want a little fire. I want a big fire.
No, not that.
a little wind.
I'm just saying because we haven't experienced that. You know,
Well,
we
go
get the
move to
earthquakes. We
Kansas.
get.
Stop bringing your...
Isn't part of you a little interested in what a tornado would look like? Just seeing. You know, I'm
Go
saying
Google
if it was
tornado. Done. Mystery solved.
No, I'm saying not even close to people. Like if it was just in the ocean or something, and like whoa, and you see like a cow, and then you're like, well, that's crazy. Like just one.
Do
No.
tornadoes happen in the ocean?
No.
Oh.
Everything Allie said is getting dumber. Let her keep going.
All right, they're expecting one.
Wait. Vanessa wants to see this.
Thunderbolt and lightning very, very frightened me.
That is a weather forecast for the next 4 days from our official KROQ
Sorry,
weather
I couldn't
center.
wait. Vanessa sent me the audio.
Oh,
I
it's
forgot there are going to be thunderbolt and lightning.
The Tendables and lightning will come in. Hide right now.
They're expecting 1 to 2 inches of rain, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it seems like any rain we do get creates flooding. They're already issuing evacuation warnings for the Eaton Fire area because of the debris flow. It could cause some mudslides. And they said if there's like an active debris flow area, we cannot enter it. So it will result in you being trapped without power for days. But they want to make sure everybody knows they have the ability to get free sandbags at any local fire station. And I'm just amazed that after all this time, sand is our only defense against rain.
Oh, mamma mia.
That's right. Proper reaction.
Right?
Yeah, a City of Los Angeles emergency alert has gone out. I mean, it's just we can't just get rain like anyone else. The National Weather Service forecasts a series of rainstorms will impact Los Angeles for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, they have the one that happens today, and then it goes through Friday, and then I think we have an okay weekend, and then next week another set of storms happens.
Grab 2 of every animals and get to your nearest vessel. I mean, this is like a
Get
wild
2
warning.
of every animal?
That's what it's written here. It's written very terribly. Who wrote this thing, Vanessa? Jesus Christ, it makes no sense. She knows, guilty as charged.
All right. I would love for Vanessa to write some kind of a weather warning to send out to all of our
Omar
listeners.
played it. We just heard it. Thunderbolts and lightning.
Yeah, I did.
Thunderbolts and lightning.
But at the end, let's all remember.
Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me.
You're so out of it. You don't care about this
On second
at all.
thought,
Nothing really matters to me.
bring on the tornado. Allie's
I
right.
hate my job.
Bring on the tornado.
All right, there are a million themed vacations that you can take these days. There's crime tourism, where you can visit famous murder sites and haunted houses. There's sleep tourism, where you can vacation to a place just for sleep. Now there is sex tourism making its way through your feed, and you can go to any one of these locations or retreats to focus on your sexual health. For example, wellness retreats for sex in Joshua Tree are becoming increasingly popular, and participants can explore their sexuality for $15,000. You can connect to your body without the shame. It is essential for empowerment, pleasure, and freedom, and most women have never been taught how to properly access their erotic energy. So they would essentially be teaching you to be sexual with yourself without guilt.
Here is some sounds of one of those sexual retreats that Ali just shared with you. She's definitely getting in touch with herself right there.
I'm there. And then more and more Tesla owners are showing that they, even though they are Tesla owners, they are not supportive of Elon Musk. And you're starting to see more and more Tesla logos that are being ripped off of cars and replaced with either stickers or logos from other cars, which I don't know how you can just order an Audi logo or whatever, but on the back of the Tesla, they'll take off the T and replace it with an Audi, Honda, Hyundai, whatever you want, and you can turn your car into a different car so that you can show, even though I have a Tesla and I have an EV car, whatever, it's not like I support this guy, so you're probably going to see more of those on the roads.
We will get into a brand new hour of the show after this one from Cannons, and the very first thing we do is get you on a standby list, plus give you some tickets to see The Offspring. So be ready to call in exactly 1 minute at 800-520-1067. We'll come back and pick up caller 20, kick off a brand new hour of the show next.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, here we go. Just after 9 o'clock on your Wednesday morning. Enjoy this dry weather while you got it, because apparently the monsoon is coming. And let's go ahead and flood you with tickets right now. We've got tickets for you to check out The Offspring show coming up at the Forum in August. You'll get tickets to that if I pick up your phone line in just a moment, and you'll be written down on the standby boarding list so that you can potentially see The Offspring a second time in the remote destination known as Barcelona, Spain. So get ready to see them once and maybe twice. Chances to win starting now. Then again at noon, 3 and 6. It's part of KROQ's Mile High Club. And I think that we are trendsetters, because Ali just talked about sex tourism. And what is more sex tourism than joining the Mile High Club? Nothing.
That's true.
Say hi to caller 20, which puts us in La Habra. Hello, Kim.
Woo! Hey, let's go!
You are caller 20. Good news and potentially better news. You'll be seeing The Offspring once, and then also writing your name down on the standby list. If we call you back Monday morning, pack your bags, all right?
That's awesome, man. Appreciate it. Love it. Let's go.
Thank you so much for starting your day here with us on KROQ. Lots to get into this hour on the show, including a bamboozle that affected one of our listeners. Apparently, one of our listeners lost upwards of $35,000 by falling for a scam. So we'll do some bamboozling and much more coming up next right here on KROQ. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Pleasure to meet you. If you want to see what it looks like, check us out YouTube right now. The Talk of the Netbangers chat, there's a whole different chat happening currently live streaming on YouTube, is about the fashion choice Allie made today.
It's raining out. I wore a beanie.
Seems like a weird day for you to take your skateboard to work then.
Look, I have worn this beanie many times.
Well,
Johnny wears a beanie all the time, too. It's not like beanies are done.
Nah. Johnny pulls it off a little bit differently than you do. Let's put it that way. But
Right.
listen, the net bet, you're reading
I have been complimented on my outfit before when I was wearing a beanie. Everybody said that I looked really cool.
But you said you're the queen of seeing something that looks cool on a mannequin or looks cool on someone else, buying the exact same thing, putting it on and going, what the hell happened?
Yes, because my body's weird. You know?
Pull that clip.
I'm going to have,
we wrote it down.
if I try something that looks good on somebody else, if this exact outfit was being worn by like a supermodel, yeah, it would look really hot and cool and everyone would be like, wow, she's so new age. But for me, I just look like a weirdo and I get it. But can we give me just a little something?
You kind of look like you're wearing the beanie with like a condom reservoir tip. Might I recommend just scrunching it down a little bit?
Yeah, it's interesting because
Is it just the way that it's in the back that it looks condom-y?
You should fold up the front.
The front, yes.
I would pull it over your entire face.
Okay.
Is what I would do.
All right.
There
Is
you
that
go.
better?
Perfect. Now that's a much better look.
More.
Yeah.
More?
Yeah, I can still see part of your face.
All right.
Yeah,
How's that?
Perfect. Now we're getting somewhere.
Great.
You just got 10 times hotter.
Woo!
Well, there you have it. Thanks for the brutal honesty. We greatly appreciate that. You have no idea. Don't compare Allie's hat to a condom. She has no idea what those are or how they work.
Oh, I've been compared to Cartman from South Park and Ashley from Recess, and none of these people are attractive, but a lot of unattractive beanie wearers.
Keep in mind, Allie's mom, the original throat goat, did tell Allie when she said that she wasn't enjoying sex with her male boyfriend. She didn't assume Allie was gay. She just assumed that Allie should stop using a condom because she said sex isn't as much fun with a condom, which is strange advice to get from a parent. But if your mom is the throat goat, that is the acceptable advice, and that's the advice she gave you.
Yeah.
And now look
She's
at you.
told me to go no beanie.
Yeah, so
from
she
the
goes,
beginning.
go beanie free. You got to go raw dog. And she's right.
Okay.
And you know what? That advice, I think, applies to this outfit as well. I think the throat goat would agree.
To take the beanie off, but then if I take it off, everyone makes fun of my forehead.
What is the most amount of money you've ever lost in a scam? Think about this for a second. There are scams all over the place. We usually try to break them down at least once a week during Bamboozled. And I think that losing hundreds of dollars sucks. I actually got a call the other day from one of my credit cards, and they asked me if I had attempted to make 19 $500 purchases in a row. And I said no.
Yes.
I said, well, it depends. What is it?
Yeah.
Maybe I did. And they assumed, I don't even know this is possible, that someone stood near me and was able to steal the signal that from the credit card that was on my phone.
Oh, wow.
That's what they assumed had happened. So
Dude, I have one of those wallets with a little protector around it, so it doesn't allow that.
Yeah, I didn't get one of those, but apparently if you know what you're doing, they assumed that, I don't know, because I said the credit card's never been out of I've had it in my pocket, and they said, well, someone attempted to make like 19 different $500 charges.
Were they good ones?
No, it was like, I didn't even know, it sounded like it was like some sort of a shell website that I didn't even know what it did. And they kind of, all right, we'll cancel the card and we'll send you a new one. But that was just from someone standing next to me. That's what they claim they think happened. So that would have sucked had I been on the hook for all that money. Who could even do that math? Who knows how many millions of dollars that is,
Well,
Allie?
that's not millions of
Well,
dollars.
it sounds like
Pretty
millions.
easy math.
The point is, when we found out that we had a listener that lost $35,000 by falling for a scam,
That's like half a car now.
we said, let's figure out exactly what happened. We got some Bamboozled to get to the second we get back from this break. And I recommend you listen because this is something that in the past, we've talked about stuff. People go, I'm in the middle of falling for that. If I didn't listen to you guys, I would have fallen for that scam. From romance scams to texting scams.
To beanie scams.
To beanie scams. Allie got scammed by a salesperson that told her she looked good in that hat. And she bought it. So we'll come back with that next.
Join the Mile High Club.
Heck yeah, let's go. Well, how would you like to join the Mile High Club? Oh my God, thank you, Christ.
It's the KROQ Mile High Club. Get lucky and see your favorite KROQ bands in places all over the world. Destination 7. Go emo while exploring the Gothic Quarter. Take a dip at one of the best beaches in the world. And snap a selfie with a Picasso. When you flamenco dance your way to see the Offspring. In Barcelona, Spain.
This is Dexter. I'm Noodles from The Offspring, and I'm reading this, can't you tell?
Listen to 9, noon, 3, and 6 and instantly win tickets to their show at the Kia Forum August 29th. You'll get on the standby boarding list to see him again in Barcelona. Courtesy of Live Nation and Concord Records.
You're listening to the world famous KROQ.
From Monster Tour Water, straight up water, nothing else. Visit monstertourwater.com to find a store near you.
How would you like to join us right now for some Johnny Doesn't Know? All you got to do is get on the phones. 800-520-1067. Super Bowl weekend is finally here. And you would think that everyone would know a thing or two about the Super Bowl. It is the most watched television event of the year every year by millions, I believe. But will Johnny know? Will Johnny know basic stuff about the big game? If you would like to join us, the number to call is 800-520-1067. Up for grabs. Tickets for you to see John Mulaney at Yamava, plus $50 to play the slots. It's a show coming up later this February. And where's Johnny? Oh, come on in, Johnny. What are you doing? How much fanfare do you need? Johnny takes his own time now because, you know, he was a UCLA speaker. He's a professor now. Professor Johnny. We may have to change your name from the postmaster to Professor Johnny.
Excuse me, I am Professor CEO, Postmaster Johnny now?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Professor CEO?
Well, remember, because he wants to be the CEO of this company.
So you've given yourself the job?
Yeah. Basically now I have big credentials to do
Just so you know, Johnny, in all seriousness, we did send that letter that you sent us, your letter you wrote to be the CEO. We did forward it off to the corporate HR, so they do have it.
Oh, yeah, huh? All right.
We did send it.
Yeah.
Just let you know.
All right.
If you'd like to hang out with Johnny, believe it or not, there's an opportunity for you to hang with Johnny this Sunday. He's going to be in the flesh at one of our absolute favorite places in Southern California, the San Bernardino International Airport.
Yep, be there 2 to 4 p.m. on Super Bowl Sunday.
That's right, so you can actually go hang with Johnny. I don't even know what's going on. I'm sure he'll bring stuff with him, but if you're in that area, would like to take a drive, need an activity to do, pregame with Postmaster, he'll be at the airport hanging out. All right.
Parking's just $5.
Yeah,
that's
win
right.
lift tickets to KROQ Storms Bear Mountain.
Okay, very cool.
Well said.
I almost slipped it.
That's our CEO.
That's future CEO right there. Let's say hi to Craig in Long Beach. Give him the first chance for Johnny Doesn't Know. Allie, you got that theme song for Johnny Doesn't Know?
I got it.
Here we go. Will Johnny know anything about the Super Bowl? Your chance to predict and find out. Here we go. Hit it.
Johnny doesn't know.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
G's for gay.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't have Broadway. It was in New York.
Johnny doesn't know.
There's no green wine, Johnny.
The bottle's green, yeah. But, like, you know how sometimes when they pour it and it's got, like, the brownish, yellow, greenish? You know the green wine? You know the wine that's, like, when you pour it, there's two colors of wine. There's, like, the, like...
These are all green bottles of wine.
No, that's Perrier.
That's the CEO right there. Big fan of Perrier. Craig in Long Beach. You're the first person that gets a chance to play. Super Bowl edition. Johnny Doesn't Know. All right, Johnny, here we go. And, yes, I think we did do a Super Bowl. Johnny Doesn't Know Super Bowl last year.
I think it's a yearly tradition.
There are some questions that we may have already asked him that you would think he would know the answer to because he's been asked them already. But there's a good chance he would not still know. Johnny, first question. What coach is the Super Bowl trophy named after? Craig, will Johnny know this, yes or no?
No, he will not.
All right, Johnny. What coach is the Super Bowl trophy named after?
I remember this one from last year. It's the Gene Vincent Trophy.
What?
I don't...
We said Gene Vincent last year. That was the guy.
Craig said you would not know, and good news, Craig's right. You do not know. When did we say Gene Vincent?
Last year. It was the big silver trophy. The guy's dead, obviously. They only name it after the dead guys. Gene Vincent. The big Super Bowl. I think they named a high school after him, too.
Are you thinking of Vince Lombardi?
No, Gene Vincent.
No, definitely not.
I'm definitely not thinking of...
Definitely Gene.
I told you, Gene Vincent.
No, it's Vince Lombardi.
Oh, it is Vince Lombardi.
That's why I just said that. Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, maybe it is Vince Lombardi.
All right. Do you think if we ask him the same question, do you think we'll ask him next year, Allie? If we ask him again next year, he'll know this?
I don't think so.
But Lombardi's the trolley in San Francisco.
No, that's Lombard Street.
Lombard Street. Yeah, never mind. All right. Next question.
Next question. All right. Sam got his right. Let's say hi
And
to...
we're traveling down Lombardi Avenue.
Damn.
Let's see.
Jesus Christ.
Let's say hi to Roman. Give Roman a shot at this. Hey, Roman, good morning. Welcome to Johnny Doesn't Know Super Bowl. You ready to go?
Let's do this.
Johnny, every year the winning quarterback of the Super Bowl claims they're going to go somewhere after the game. Where do they claim they're going to go? Well, Johnny, know this.
That's going to be a big negative. So let's go 2 for 2.
A big no. A big negative. How could you ever bet against a man who is a previous speaker at UCLA and potentially the future CEO of this company? Johnny, where you do have a confident look in your face as you're playing with your fingers.
You see my hands? You see this?
That's
These are
smart people stuff.
Yep, this is professor hands right here.
Oh, you're holding your hands together?
You put them together like you're praying, kind of, but you just tips only. Just the tips.
Do you know where the winning quarterback claims they're going to go every year after the Super Bowl?
I'll have you know, they're going to Disney.
Whoa!
Wow.
Johnny
got one right. I didn't think he'd get that. Yep. Sam in Huntington Beach on KROQ. It's Johnny Doesn't Know Super Bowl. Hello, Sam.
Hey, good morning.
Johnny, what animal is the mascot of the Kansas City Chiefs? Chiefs are playing in the Super Bowl this year. I would ask you what is the mascot of the Philadelphia Eagles, but I thought that was a little bit too easy of a question.
We also thought of asking, what is a mascot?
Thought about asking what is a mascot, but I also thought that was going to trip him up. So you know that the mascot of the Eagles is the eagle. What is the animal mascot of the Kansas City Chiefs?
So it is an animal.
Will Johnny know this, Sam? Yes or no?
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not, he says, with confidence. Johnny, think it out.
Crap. Chiefs.
Do you want to use your professor hands to help you?
I'd like to, call on somebody. Can I get, a lifeline to,
Nope, you've never been able to get a lifeline.
We should start...
This is a hard one. I just looked this up.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to know this one. The average Joe's not going to know what a chief is.
I think the average Joe is going to know what a chief is.
So it is a chief. It is a chief. Handkerchief. Regular
oh my
chief.
God! What other Chiefs can you name? This is great.
In your mind, the mascot is a giant handkerchief?
What else is a chief?
That is.
I've never used a chief. What is a chief?
Hold on. Let this man laugh at you for a little.
I know. I love it.
Johnny.
Handkerchief. Chief. I don't know.
I said what animal? I've already given you.
Animal.
I said to you what animal mascot?
The Badgers.
Oh, my God.
Okay, all right. Sam, good job.
Jake, what's the answer, Jake?
He didn't know.
It's a coyote.
How
It
is
is?
anybody supposed to know that?
I think it's a wolf, Jake, actually.
Oh, yeah, it's a wolf.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
really
wolf.
weird. It's weird looking at animals.
But-
we had to look it up 2 weekends ago.
Yeah, but it's not a weird-looking animal.
They were
It's-
like, we can't do a Chief because it's racist.
No, everybody was
Let's
watching the
just
game.
do
I
a
was like,
wolf.
what is that?
They couldn't do the chief because everyone got offended, so they went with a racist wolf instead.
So, Commanders. It's like Commanders to Redskins. That's what it is, like that.
Whoa, Johnny.
Well,
That's what the team was called for
I think
40
there was
years.
a lot of talk about potentially changing the Chiefs' name, wasn't it?
There was some conversation about it, but they keep winning, so you can't change the name while the team's winning. They had no problem changing the Redskins' name. That team was terrible.
Yeah.
So we should throw a flag on this play,
Johnny,
and reverse this point.
But the wolf, their little dancing wolf, I mean, I feel like you see it all over the place. It's constant.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Nope.
But just seeing it, you don't know what it is. It doesn't look like a wolf.
Exactly. It's like all cross-eyed and stuff. You've seen that.
Oh,
You've
yes.
seen
I
that
thought that was a
before.
raccoon.
How did you have that
Yeah,
ready
see, exactly.
so fast?
All right. Well, listen, Johnny.
Toughie.
This is a quick round. We only have time for a quick round today.
Wow.
And Sam is probably still laughing. Sam predicted correctly. Craig predicted correctly.
Let's give it to Sam.
Sam, congratulations. You've won yourself tickets to see John Mulaney. The laughs will continue at Yamava. You're very welcome. The hanky's still laughing
He
about.
loves that.
Plus $50 to play the slots. You'll be at Yamava on February 21st. Hang tight. Quick break. Back with more show. Your ADD News. A brand new hour starts next. Don't be a victim. It's KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. Scams all over the place. We were involved in a few scams. Remember when people were taking our images and posting them all over Facebook?
Oh, my God. And
saying-
telling people they won $1,000.
It was like Allie's face. It was like, you won $1,000. And
I think
people
I even fell for it.
Allie fell. He clicked on it and gave all her personal information. Somehow got scammed by her own self. It's time for Bamboozled.
Bamboozled. A lot of people fall for the scam. And now they're just like, damn. Take your money, sucker, cause you didn't know it was all a sham. And now you're just like, damn.
It's the worst part of the scam. I think the worst part of the scam is
The damn part.
when you realize, like after the money's gone and then it all hits you and you go, wow, I am such an idiot.
And then you
Yeah,
keep
you
thinking,
say this.
God, what have you done? That is
right.
That is me being scammed. I'm so upset that we ever did this stupid tone deaf for Deftones thing. Baby.
And what would Vanessa say?
It doesn't matter what Vanessa would say.
Sarakushmushi, Sakaramushi.
That's a scam right there. Right? That is a Nigerian prince for sure.
I've had a busy morning, guys.
Yes, you have.
know, rightly so.
Emily, before we get to the listener that lost $35,000, something that anyone could fall for, let me say hi to Emily. Emily, what happened to you? You got scammed?
I did. I lost $7,000.
Okay, what happened?
I went for a rental scam, and it was so well crafted. They actually stole. They were using a reputable realtor's name and company. And I even have a real estate agent, and she looked over the papers and everything, and she said, "Oh, I'm familiar with that name and that company. That sounds great."
Wow. Did you see the place?
Well, yes, I drove by it several times, and it always looked, empty and rentable. And they even went so far as to schedule a meeting with me at the rental. And when I got there, there was this old fellow, like a really nice old guy. And I said, "Hi, I'm here to meet about the rental." And he's like, "What are you talking about? I live here."
And that was after you'd already sent the money for a deposit, like first month, last month?
Yes, after $7,000. And he was shocked because I saw all of the pictures of the interior of his house. And so he was freaked out because, he's got all of his security threatened at this point.
Yeah.
If pictures of his place are online, back doors, front doors, windows.
So you sent the money, wired the money or something like that, and then you'll never see that again, right?
And I signed papers that said it's fully refundable if you don't move in. And so he was using the realtor's name, defamed him. They breached the security of this old guy, and they stole my money.
Wow.
Dude, you should be like, dude, I signed the papers. I'm moving in.
Yeah, you're out. You got a roommate now. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, that'd be so cute. Odd couple.
I'm sorry about that. That sucks,
That
Emily.
sucks.
Yeah, those real estate ones. I mean, there have been many times when you're looking for a place, I just assume any place I find that seems like it's in the price range and looks halfway decent is a scam.
Right, and if you drive by and you're like, hey, it looks empty and all that stuff, you want to scoop up a place if it's affordable at all.
Right, so of course you're desperate. So you're like, the first deposit wins. You're like, got to get my deposit in. All right, let's talk to Dan now. Slightly more than $7,000. Dan, I just want to make sure I'm not misquoting you. It was $35K you lost?
Yeah, it might be a little bit over than that. Because I was dumping money into like a dumbass. Oops, sorry.
Well, that's okay. You can say that. What happened?
All right, I was matched on Tinder, so I was a Tinder scam first, like a catfish ring, and then they didn't bring it up. Right, they didn't bring up the scam right away. Like we were talking for a while, then she introduced it to me as like an investment that I could invest in.
Whoa! And was she super hot? Like too hot?
Yeah, I sent Justin the pictures.
Oh, I got to see what this girl looks like.
Oh my God, I need to see.
Wait, like out of your league hot? Like you're thinking to yourself, man, I have really scored.
I pulled hotter before. I mean, I'm not like super attractive, but like I pulled hotter before.
Mm-hmm. You have pulled hotter. That's important. That's important.
Did you tell her that right at the beginning?
It's his opening line. Hey, I know you think you're all hot and stuff, but I pulled hotter. Wait, so you met on Tinder, and it starts all flirty, right? Just let's get together, let's meet. And then at what point during your chatting does she bring up this investment opportunity?
About a month and a half in, just because.
What a slow play.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's when it really got me. And then, like, I just wasn't really thinking. I like, if it was straight away, like crypto, then I would have said, like, oh, yeah, it's a scam. But then she was, like, posing as, like, a financial analyst and saying that, like, oh, I'm doing this, too.
Who's Monkey Jesus? Is she Monkey Jesus? I'm looking at these pictures now. Is that her name?
I'm Monkey Jeebus.
Oh, you're Monkey Jeebus. Got it.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say.
And you got hotter than this girl? Because she looks AI hot.
This girl
like
is
hot.
Super hot. You thought this girl. Mama. Oh, mama, indeed.
Gusha musha.
We got to post this. I mean, this woman probably doesn't realize her pictures have been stolen. And
do you think that this woman is real at all, though, or because some of them they'll just create an AI image of a hot person?
Because every time we were gonna like meet or something like that, I was working, or she was saying that she was working late, and then had to like wake up early. So then,
Were you
then it was
sexting
like,
with each other?
oh,
Like, was it getting pretty heated through text
no,
and stuff?
it wasn't like that's why I kind of like I didn't fall for it right away.
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, I fell for it, but like, I didn't really think it was a scam at first because it wasn't like she was sending me nudes or anything like that. You know, it was just like we were gonna meet up and then see how things went and all that other stuff, and then it just led to a bunch of excuses about not meeting, like that her parents had like a accident at home, and then she had to go visit them, and then so they had to put off the meetup and everything like that.
But after all of this, after a month and a half of flirting with this girl, and she is a bona fide 10. I mean, you got to post this girl on our Instagram. She is. I would fall for this game. Even just today, if she messaged me later today and I'm a married man, I would still be like,
I'm so sorry about your parents.
I'm interested.
Let me give you some money.
I'm interested in your investment opportunities. She said to you, after all of it, she just randomly brought up, hey, I'm involved in a cool investment opportunity. How would you like to get in on it with me? Is that what she said?
Yeah, basically. And then I got returns out of it for a while until they just cut me off because they said she was like saying like, oh, you could earn like 40% more if you pledged like a certain amount to the mining pool.
And what were you
mining pool?
Yeah, it was like an Ethereum mining scam.
Oh, it was crypto.
Oh, okay. Crypto
Yeah,
scam.
that's a big scam.
Got it,
Big scam. So at the beginning, you start throwing a little money and you're actually making money. So at the beginning, you're throwing 100 here, 200 there, and you're actually getting money back.
And then after they said to pledge the entire amount, then they took it and then they said that I had to put an equal amount into the wallet to verify I had funds.
Right.
And I was like, wait a minute, you're just gonna take more money from me.
But you gave it anyway.
At first.
Yeah.
But
Right. It's
So
never good when you know it's a scam, but you still go.
When I tried to withdraw it after the thing, I couldn't get it out.
Oh, my God.
So I contacted the wallet. I contacted the Defy wallet, and then they said, like, yeah, you were probably scammed.
Oh, my God. And so what, was that your whole savings? How much, was that everything you had?
He got me basically to dump my savings into a thing I could withdraw.
God, Monkey Jeebus.
Monkey Jeebus.
It happens. I'm dumb.
How long did it take you to save up that much money? Years, I would imagine.
Yeah, I had it saved up because I was working, and then I was taking care of my mom for a while.
Oh.
And then basically I was getting by this like I'm into collectibles, so I was buying and selling collectibles and making enough money off of that. But then she was like going like, oh, that's not enough. You need to do this, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, Monkey Jeebus, do you still talk to this woman or?
Oh no, she totally cut me off, and then like. When I couldn't get the money to put more into the scam, she was like saying like, "Oh, people like you make me like sick. You should just walk into the ocean." And I was like, "Oh, holy shit!"
Whoa! Don't say that. Don't say that.
Monkey Jeebus, watch
Monkey
your mouth.
Jeebus. All right. So anyway, this does not have a happy end. I was hoping at some point this would turn and there would be a happy ending.
And now we're getting married.
So that's not the case though. This has a sad ending. You've lost $35,000 that you'll never see again, and you also lost this beautiful woman that was never there to begin with. Is that what we're getting at?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a valuable lesson we can take from this.
Well, she was hot, though.
Still worth it, just for those pictures. I mean, I just got to look at those pictures for free. I feel like I'm a big winner in this one. But I'm really sorry. That sucks for you, Monkey Jeebus. I really feel bad, and thanks for sharing the story. I know a lot of people, once they get scammed, get super embarrassed. I've fallen for quite a few scams, as you know. And the worst part about it is telling everyone here, because then they make fun of me. So.
And when you repeat it to somebody, you realize how ridiculous it is.
Sounds real stupid.
Yeah.
All right, well, Monkey Jeebus, Allie would like to go ahead and give you $35,000. Allie,
and some pictures of me.
Very generous of you, Allie. Very nice of you.
I'm not going to do that.
Hold on 1 second, and I'm sorry. That's terrible. Oh, man.
God, that's so much money to just give over, too. To be all right, and you have the idea that you're going to double it, right? That's the crypto way.
Beautiful slow play, though. Took a month. That's props to the scammer.
That is a long investment. And imagine how many other fake people she was investing in as well. It's very time consuming.
Well, on that uplifting note, let's get into some Weezer right now. Be careful, guys. Scams aplenty all over the place. Basically, if any good-looking person ever talks to you, we should
Or if it's me on Facebook, offer you $1,000.
Yeah, it's probably a scam. This is KROQ. Deftones have a show tonight and a show tomorrow night. Quite a few people have won tickets from KROQ recently. Well, someone's about to get a phone call that will change their life for the better. After this song, I'm going to give someone the great news that they're going to go backstage and meet the band. It may be you. This is not a scam, and we will come back with that after this, plus your takeaways, as we wrap up the show with some good news for somebody next on KROQ. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. We'll do some takeaways in a moment. Anything you bring with you from today's show, you can get them to us now on the text line. It's 800-520-1067. Allie, a lot of people qualified. A lot of people got themselves Deftone tickets from us. Someone's going to get even better news heading in their general direction. Hopefully it's you.
Hello?
Hey, Camilla.
Hi.
Hi. Do you know who this is?
No.
Sounds very loud there. We're live on KROQ right now.
Oh, hi.
Hi. This is Klein. I'm next to Allie.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm at work right now. Let me go out real quick. 1 second. I just think this call is really important.
Where does she?
Call's really important.
Where does she work? It sounds like a party there. Where do you work? At a bar?
I'm working at a middle school right now.
Oh. Well, guess what? And we appreciate whatever you do to help the children. It's the future of society. You got yourself some tickets from KROQ recently to go see the Deftones. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, those tickets have just been upgraded, and now you will be meeting the band.
Oh my god! Thank you so much.
VIP treatment and exclusive merch and meeting your heroes.
Oh my god! I can't wait to see him. I'm gonna tell him I saw him at Coachella. I actually ran up to him and took a picture with him. I'm gonna be like, "Do you remember me?"
Oh, they love questions like that.
They love it. All musicians remember everyone they've ever met in every city they've ever been to.
That's it.
Hold on, please, and thank you so much for listening to KROQ. Look at that, Allie, making people's dreams come true.
Beautiful.
If you're going to the show tonight, enjoy Deftones. Maybe you're going tomorrow night. You'll see Camilla there backstage with the band. Who knows? Maybe they'll bring her up for a song or two. Takeaways from today's show before we turn things over to Miles. Miles, the DJ, will be in after us. 40 minutes nonstop. KROQ. Maybe Spray Allen. You never know what he's going to play when he's taking over the airwaves here at KROQ, but we'll find out what it is next when we get out of here. Allie, takeaways. What do we got?
310, my takeaway is need a job. Jake needs an assistant, a best friend, and a personal trainer.
That's right. All all open positions here at KROQ. We did some good today. A lot of people, if you missed the job fair, we had a lot of listeners that we connected, and I think a few people got hired just as a result of talking about what they needed. And thank you for everyone that participated in the Klein Alley Show job fair.
510 Heffalump Janky is on a great weight loss journey.
Heffalump.
213, my takeaway is synergy means you can eat anything in the fridge.
Yep.
818, Klein's wife is trying to freeze him to death. 818, Jake is a double D track star. 909, my takeaway is lesbians respect a tight ponytail. And 909, my takeaway is Katie loves to tap in all ways.
Yeah, she's a big tapper and a big napper. All right, what do we got from you? Jake the Nerd, he's congratulations. If you missed it earlier in the show, he explained that he shattered his own personal best. He's at his new highest weight ever.
That boy.
It's a big moment for Jake. What is your takeaway?
A real big moment.
What is your takeaway, Jake?
Really
I need
big.
to get me a heckling cane.
Gotta get
Yes.
a heckling cane. Heckling canes, not just for politics anymore. Allie, takeaway?
My takeaway is drinking problems are not a thing.
That's right. We learned that earlier
It's not a
today.
thing.
That's it was a fascinating conversation we had with a listener earlier today on the phones. Omar, got a takeaway?
Yeah, I have two. Purple equals fat, and then later when it starts raining, look out for
Thunderbolt and Lily very, very frightened me.
Frightened me.
There is your update for the weather that is apparently already hit parts of
Thunderbolts.
Southern California. One more time, a weather update for those of you. Well, let's head in to the KROQ Weather Center with our meteorologist, Vanessa Garcia.
Thunderbolt and Lily very, very frightened me.
She mispronounced lightning, too.
All of it is wrong. All right, on that
Thunderbolt
note,
and Lily.
have a great day. We'll do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. If you need us in the meantime, you can find us on the GOAT line, 844-956-GOAT, Instagram. We're also going to drop a bonus podcast in about 25 minutes, so look for that. It's called Klein Alley Showtime. It is totally uncensored, raw, and almost totally nude, and we'll do that later on today. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.
Klein, World Alley Famous Show. KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ.
Guys, is the mic working? Give me a blue heart if the mic is working. It works! I just want to say that the light that hits me gives me terrible lighting. I know no one asked, but I keep seeing myself and I'm like, this light is not doing me justice. Hi guys, it's been a long time. I heard you guys hung out somewhere. Where did you go? What's the drama? Just kidding. Shout out to everyone that reached out for a job fair. That was really cool. Oh, Karina, blue nails. They're a little bit chipped actually. Yeah, job fair was really cool. It was awesome. I connected a lot of listeners, so it was pretty exciting. If you need a job, DM us. Maybe I can look back at the text line and see who's hiring again. What else? I am Grandma Vanessa with my awesome glasses. Be jealous, Anderson. Be jealous. I know you like those glasses. Johnny will be on Showtime today. Maybe Omar will make an appearance. What else can I tell you guys? It's been a while. I don't know how to talk to the camera by myself. Johnny is a MIA. Yeah, MIA. And that's it. That's all I got for you. Thank you for watching and always listening. Blue hearts, green hearts, going back to you. Guys, oh, wait, I do have something. So, we have, we have 95K subscribers on YouTube. So we're like 5,000 away from reaching 100,000. Our goal is to reach 100,000, guys. So tell your friends I hate to be that person, but just do it. If we hit 100,000 K followers, maybe we'll do something big in the studio. I don't know. We're talking about it. We're getting our brains together to get something exciting happening if we reach that goal. It's a goal that we have. We have many goals for this year. As you know, resolutions, I'm big on them. Have I broken a couple of them? Yes, I have. Have you? I hope not. You know what? You know what I say? Each day is a new day. Am I right or what? Positive attitudes. Let me read the text line. Yes, Johnny's probably pooping. Shower time does not stream live. We record it afterwards. It used to stream live, but then the camera is working. Alright. So yeah, they're gonna record that. It will go up 30 to 45 minutes. Who picks a party for us? Okay. Yeah, guys, that's all I got. Anyways, tell everyone our goal is 100 cameras breaking. So I think I'm gonna head out. But thank you, as always, for watching. And we appreciate it. Justin, you're so slow.